made it. We made it. It all never happened. Body is not ready.
Let me introduce you now to Cool and the gang. A bunch of UK boys, Star Wars, Lego fans. We got Willie, Kiki, clean with us, alternating boxer boys. Then the stop motion maestro Slurpee make some noise. And Englishmen, Irishmen, and Welshmen walk into a bar. Skip the beers, dance pool. We only want that galaxy bar. So settle in, grab a cup of tea, relax and unwind. Cool and the gang got the streamers gonna ease your
Perfect timing.
Would like to welcome to a 10th episode special with all the stars. Just made that up on the spot. You tell.
That's a no for me.
Right.
Oh, get these ridiculous things off. Oh, I can see now.
So here we are. Welcome everybody, and thanks to everybody who's in the chat and waiting and lurking, who for hanging out. We're only like a couple of minutes behind, but we had severe tech dips as per usual. Yeah. And this is the first time I was on a full 20 minutes early to get everything ready, and I couldn't get StreamYard to work. But here we go. We're here. We're alive. My name is Cool Hand Luke, and this is Cool Hang Luke, episode 10. Can't believe we've got this rinky-dinky little show. We've managed to push it past 10, literally on sort of square wheels. But here we are, and we're doing a fantastic job, I think. But that's up to you guys. So, look, I'll let the other guys introduce themselves because, you know, I always do all the talking. So go for it, guys.
I am Slurpee. Hello there. I'm surprised. Like, I'm happy we got to 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been pumped about it. Whittaky.
Aye.
Oh, yeah, I'm Whittaky. Yeah, it's 10th episode.
Where's your name? What's your name? Where'd you come from? So look, as
Martin,
you guys,
as most people know me.
Yeah, aka Martine.
No, Martin, not Martine.
All right, okay. And I've got the nickname Barry White today, and the reason for that is because it's not actually as bad now. But earlier on, I was like,
no, this morning, God, it was really like, hello,
my first, my last, my everything. But yeah. Anyway, so as you can see scrolling across the bottom of the screen, we've got a list of all our guests tonight. And I can't believe it, but every single one of them has said yes to the call out. And I got to be honest, I wouldn't say I was hoping for a few to say no, but it would have been a lot easier if a few had said no. But everybody said yes. Initially, because we were going to go on a Monday, which, and this is new to me, I didn't realize that the Americans don't just celebrate Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving, they celebrate it all week long. And that's quite new to me because I don't think I've ever been in the States at that time of year. But I don't even celebrate Christmas that long, to be honest.
I was going to say that there's a lot of Brits that celebrate Christmas all month.
Yeah, that's true. But
people have got their lights up already.
Essentially, yeah, I got my Christmas pork. He's there. He's chilling, like. But
evening, Mavericks.
Mavericks, how we doing, mate? Nice to have you with us. So essentially, every time I asked somebody and told him he was going to be on a Monday. Oh wow, guys, look at this. This is amazing. Let me full screen me, Matt.
All right, okay. Oh, he's done it. It's quicker. Hey, nice.
My amazing fiance Kirsty just brought this in to celebrate 10 episodes. Jesus, that's amazing. I didn't even know we had these candles.
Always want to say this. W in the chats for Kirsty.
Oh, mate. When we get further into the chat and I sort of unfold a little bit more about how she's been involved with this thing, guys, you'll be asking for her to replace me, put it that way. So yeah, as the scrolling thing across the bottom says, we got all these people lined up. Yes, thankfully, because I moved it to a Sunday for one reason or another, which we won't go into now. We've got a better selection of people, not a better selection, but a better, like everybody's basically in. There's only 2 people, unfortunately, who had to phone it in. So yeah, everybody's going to be on your live. And I want to build some anticipation. I'd love to think that all of the people who are appearing on the show are going to be watching at some point, or they'll stay on after I've had to kick them out. And obviously apologies in advance, guys, because I think we can have 9 people on the screen, but as you all know, if we have 9 of us on the screen at once, it's going to be absolute chaos, and that still wouldn't be enough anyway. So we're just going to
It'll be
shut
that big.
Absolutely. So we'll shut the people in and out, and we'll have sort of maybe 3 or 4 at a time, as well as ourselves, and we'll see how it goes. So, but yeah, if you want to know who's on the guest list and you've just joined, if you've not subscribed already, do that. If you haven't liked already, do that. Like Brickhive says, smash that like button, please. And obviously look along the bottom, and you can see everybody who's got we got coming up, and not necessarily in that order either. So we have. Tried to spread it out a little bit. I've tried to sort of pepper some US and some UK people in together so that we can mix it up a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. So how's everybody feeling? We pumped?
Absolutely. I am so pumped.
Wow, that was a resounding yes.
Well, I'm a bit knackered because I just finished work, but
Mate, I really appreciate
I'm
you.
excited.
For the people in the chat out there, we were up quite early this morning to sort of prep for this, because we've been trying to do it for weeks, and this is the first opportunity we had. And then Matt went to work all day, put in a solid shift, and now he's going to do another solid shift here. So, you know, Dub's in the chat for Whittaky as well, to be fair. So, meanwhile, Slurpy's taking care of family business. So, but guys, call out the chat. Put up.
Yep. PNG. There's we got Joe Brits as well.
Slurpy and Whittaky in charge of the comments tonight, guys. So make a good
Finally,
I've been trying to put them up as they come up.
Managed to get
Yeah, just shout them up. And obviously, if they're popping up, I'll have to stop. I might have to stop mid-flow to give those people a shout out. But for everybody watching, I can see Muttley, I can see Brickharv, I can see Joel's, I can see PNG, and I have also seen Matt Bricks. Padawan is there as well somewhere. So thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. 10 episodes. The celebration for this isn't just the 10 episodes, because, you know, in the grand scheme of things, that's a drop in the ocean. But we're closing out 25 years of Lego Star Wars, and what better way to do it than to rank the battle packs? And as far as I know, no other content creator has done that, at least not that I'm aware of. So trying to be a little bit different. So we'll see. Okay. So I want to dive straight in, unless anybody wants to do anything in particular beforehand.
Nope. All up to you.
So this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go into the brick set. We're going to look through all the sets. We're not going to spend 4 weeks on each one. We're going to go through them as quick as possible, because the ones that are worth mentioning are the ones that the guys are going to, put in their top 3. And we've put together a presentation. I say we because I've had a small portion to do with it, but the majority of it was Kirsty. But we'll get to that when we see it. So, but first, we're just going to run through these. If anybody sees one and wants to put in their top 3, obviously bang it in the chat. But yeah, you may decide to change it, but it's too late. If you're due to be live, it's too late to change, unfortunately, because a lot of work went into into this. So let me share screen. You guys will have to be in charge of everything on the StreamYard for the short time. Let's have a look.
no Jewel.
What's he saying?
Monkey Battle Pack. He said Monkey Battle Pack.
Okay, so
That's new for me.
I've narrowed it. I know you said 40 odd earlier, Slurpy, but I managed to get 52. And unfortunately, when you type in battle sets,
It's like 45.
brick set. Yeah, when you type in, actually, when I looked at the official answer, the last time it was counted was in 2020, and I counted back from that, and it came to something like 49. So some of them are listed as battle packs, so it's a bit all over the place. So if I've missed anything, guys, I apologize. But all I will say is that nobody who sent me their top 3, bear in mind one person hasn't so far out of everybody, Oaktown. But if none of the things in this list are all of the sets in this list have been selected, if that makes sense. So there's nothing selected by any of the viewers, any of the people guests joining that aren't in this list. So I like to think I've encapsulated them all. So let's go through them. So now I wanted to put these down as battle packs because I feel like these were the first version of a battle pack. They probably not, because
they didn't come on my list when I saw. Yeah.
No, and to be honest with you, the only ones that I probably would have argued is this one and this one. Certainly that one.
Same with the blister packs. They didn't come up either when I was looking.
I mean, strictly speaking, that Chewie could be any Kashyyyk. Certainly in 2020, that could have been your entire Kashyyyk army. So, and that would have been the closest you'd get. So, those two, I'm going to go yes. These two, perhaps not. So, apologies if I've dropped the ball there. But what I will say is that I just want to. Yeah, I think this was probably where the inception came from. So, but
yeah, no, you don't agree.
Guys, I know that's your boy there, isn't it? That Palpatine, Slurpee.
Yeah, let me show everyone. Hell yeah! That's the pre. Whenever they started doing the licensing, when they changed from the yellow skin tone to the flesh.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so yours is the one with the blue. Yours is the one with the blue face, isn't it, for your profile?
Yeah. So this guy came out in the Imperial, and the one that's in my icon came out in the Imperial Inspection in 2005. That was the year, right, I think, when it was flesh toned, and yeah, it's the Emperor. I think the Emperor only came in 2 sets.
Yeah, because this
same
kind face print, wasn't it? No, go on.
Yeah. A same face print. I mean, whenever I think they did the transition from Lego to flesh, they used a lot of face prints. Obviously, over the next few years, they eventually got pupils in a bit more detail. But
yeah,
I don't know. These packs were always, when I first got brick set, like they were always so cool to me, especially for how cheap they were. I don't know the price now, but I remember being like, "Oh, back in 2010, these came out 24 years ago," which is
madness. Well, what I will say, guys, is that disclaimer: we're not going to talk about price. We're not going to talk about inflation. We're not going to talk about politics. We're just going to talk about the set, why we like it. So anyway, we'll skip through these because nobody's selected these. Kind of spoiler, but nobody's selected these probably because of the same reasons.
Yeah, we haven't even got to the battle packs yet.
So here we go. So this.
Yeah, back to you, Austin.
What's he saying? I can't see him.
Yeah, I can't join today, but much love to you all.
Yeah, don't worry. We got a pre-recorded from Amboy Ostiff, so
cool.
you'd always have a place here. So, but yeah, this is nice. I mean, I kind of thought that tube piece looks a bit weird with a battle droid kind of look like he's about to be sucked down in through a vacuum or something. But other than that, this is stellar. And I got to be honest, you see that piece that's on top of the stap, which has got the kind of indentations.
Yeah.
Why they stopped using that piece?
Cool
I don't know,
piece.
because I think that looks good. I mean, color-wise is not right, but they've used it a few places on here, on the sides of the turrets here as well. It actually looks pretty good. I think it's a strong look.
This was my first battle pack. I say first.
Yeah, really?
My younger brother got it in 07, and I remember it was like the first time we ever got battle droids, and yeah. It was such a strong way to start off this in the cloner battle pack from 07.
No, absolutely. The only thing I think, looking back on this, at the time, probably people wouldn't have complained enough. The droids having to hold their guns sideways, why that was never picked up, I don't know. But it just kind of looks really weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, because
anyway.
That summer, these came out, I think, in January of 2007. And that's the old megaphone blasters. And
yeah.
And that was like one of those moments, like, what? But
yeah, I don't know if it was just me, but your audio cut out a bit there, so
it did, yeah.
All right, yeah, that's.
Oh, sorry. No, it's just
doing it again.
The connection's dropping, but no, it's is it?
Yeah, we got the gist. We got the gist of what you were saying, though. So, but no, that whole sideways. That whole that sideways arm gun thing, it kind of reminds me of like a gangster in the Bronx or something, where he's like pop, pop,
and that microphone piece, funny enough, they brought back for the new 4+ Mandalorian and Google set, haven't they?
I did see it, yeah. I mean, that was when I was a kid, because that's been around since before Star Wars, and when I was a kid, that was every spaceman's gun, essentially. So he either had that or he had the Hoover, the space Hoover. So anyway, moving on. So this boy paired lovely with it. Perfect at the time, perfect set. I never liked, even from a nostalgia point of view, because I wasn't, I was a man when these came out. And I know, men are buying Lego now, but what I'm saying is that I never bought Lego Star Wars as a kid. So I can't really have a nostalgic feel for any of these sets, unfortunately. Hence the wide variety of ages on our panel and on our guests. But I never liked those helmets. Looking back, I always thought,
Legend.
yeah, they were the best thing we could have got at the time, but they looked poor. Problem is that I think those guns were ahead of their time for then. So this is what 2007, and those guns stand up today, whereas the droid ones kind of bogus. So, but yeah, this is a legendary set.
Oh, I got this too. Back in them days, like you only were able to get as a kid like one. You'd save up and you'd get like the battle packs were the cheapest set. These were under £10 back then. They might have been like £9.50 or £9.70. But now I mind you're on about the helmets. Like I never understood why for the doing phase only. Oh. I'm having all sorts of issues.
Yeah. What I was doing with my mic is unplug it and plug it back in again. Might be the one because your visual's not dropping out or anything. So,
no, well, yeah.
Anyway,
for these helmets, but I can definitely see they're dated, like for sure.
Yeah. I think the only thing I think was not the only thing. One of the greatest things about this set is the fact they give you 4 sort of different color. Was it 4 different colorways in here? Yellow, red. No, 2 whites, wasn't it? And a yellow and a red. I mean that because that spans out your army nicely. But I don't think people were buying thousands of these at that point. But we got sort of 10 of these. You got a nice selection. So anyway, we got to move on. We got to keep this dragging.
Classic.
I like this set. Good. Does the job. The only thing for me about this is the fact that this didn't exist in canon. So it was kind of probably would this have been the first thing they ever did non-canon? Same with this, possibly. But it just goes to show that back in 2008, they were kind of still trying to do different things. I think there was probably a lack of content and a lack of ability to do certain ships probably at this point with the bricks and the building techniques they had.
I think what I like back then is like with the other two and now with these two, you had like, one of each. You had a good guys and a bad guy. So you could buy them both together.
Yeah, no, that's the way Battle Pack should have.
Yeah, for kids to play with, obviously not so much for us adults, but yeah.
And this,
so that counter it.
Reincarnated 2 more times.
Yeah. No, it's a great set, and like those helmets are still the same ones they're using now as well, aren't they? So
basically, yeah, it's almost the same figure as well, isn't it?
Yeah, practically, yeah. Now this is probably top tier in terms of even now, because those clones as close as perfect. You got the accessories. First time probably we started seeing those accessories, and a nice little build which kind of made sense. Could do a little bit with it. There's enough variation of pieces there to make a few different things. Yeah, this is regarded as one of the big boys, isn't it? In terms of like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of the clone ones you'll see, they are good for battle packs and stuff. But obviously, as I'm not really a clone boy, they're not personally for me. But yeah, I can see how good they are for a battle pack, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No,
what else we got?
Well, but that clone battle pack, just a cliff note is that like that started like everyone's addiction back in 2009 on YouTube. It was like clone armies. So they'd been out for 2 years before battle packs, but this is the one I think that was like, especially with the Clone Wars TV show at the same time, was so pertinent. Is
this the one where they first sort of advertised on the box where they said like build your army in a little round circle? Was that on this one or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this one. I remember it was definitely on a clone one, and this is the first. Oh no, it might have been on the old one actually, the old clone one. I don't know.
Oh right.
But again, it's before my
still
time.
Someone in the chat now.
But anyway, just a quick side note. I'm drinking a beer to celebrate our 10-year, and it is alcohol-free, so don't worry, I haven't fallen off the wagon. So, this one's pretty cool. The only thing I noticed when I was looking at this picture earlier is that they've cut out one of the pieces on the render there, because you can see, that grey piece should be on both sides, and it's just disappeared. The tip of this there,
it looks pretty strange.
Yeah, well, maybe it's just the I'm looking at the angle wrong, but I thought this was quite nice. You know, the use
Yeah.
of a bionicle piece at the back, that blue piece again, for the sort of, you know, canopy thing there. I mean, this looks chrome here, this droid, but I'm pretty sure it's not, is it?
No, it's that lacquer they've been doing,
Drum lacquer,
like
yeah.
for the lightsaber. Yeah.
But that render's not the
but-
best because that looks like shiny. That looks like, you know, an Naboo Royal
That pure
starship
bling.
kind of. Yeah.
See, to me, this would go in. I'd have sort of different categories. This is like a one-off, a one battle pack buy. I wouldn't buy loads to build up an
Yeah.
army of them.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
buy it once. Yeah,
I agree.
like a
I'll
few
even-
that coming up.
Even if they'd done a couple of different colors, you know, it's rather than just the two, you know, could have done something else with it. But nobody wants an army of these guys, really. You know, 5 is probably an army
No.
as it is. I mean, these guys were one-man army anyway, from what we've seen in you know, in the shows
Yeah,
and
they were-
stuff. You know.
The bloody assassins, like, yeah, they could destroy an army. You know, they're
Those scenes in Mandalorian
Oh.
with this droid is just like, it's just so, that's, you know, Star Wars for me. That just kind of going on a mission, destroying everything in sight, kind of thing. So anyway, let's move on. Now I like this.
hell yeah.
The main reason
I
I
do.
like it, because have you ever watched Parks and Rec?
No, I haven't seen.
So
I've seen
Parks and Rec. What's the actor's name?
He does
Like-
actually. I know. I've seen clips. So yeah, he does look a bit like him.
I put in Kirsty Stock in a couple of years back. I used this face and like a flannel shirt and made like a minifigure of him for her because she loves him. He's her favorite character. But off the top of my head, his name's gone. I know his Duke Silver is his alter ego, but yeah, this is a nice little build. And this is 4 different. What I liked about this one is 4 different Lego figures, right? You can combine and mix them if you really wanted to. Maybe not the pilots, but the others. But also, if you add 5 or 6 packs of these, it wouldn't look that unusual to have too many of the same thing.
Yeah.
You know. So
This
But again,
this
that
is
build
the
was
first
made
battle
out
pack
on it.
with
That's-
a named character, in a sense. He was
Yeah, is that-
labeled as Rebel Pilot, Zev Sineska.
right. But yeah, I mean, there was
Only
loads of
reason-
them on there.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. You are right. But I think, you know, they're kind of, I mean, they all look pretty much the same anyway, don't they, in that outfit?
Absolutely.
So it's only the helmets to tell them apart. So, but no, this is
Oh,
probably
yeah.
the only one back this era that I own. I bought this secondhand, I think. I swapped it for something. But I thought this was pretty cool.
My son had this, and I kind of sort of stole it off of him. But there are pieces missing. I've still got the bike, and has it got the cloth piece? I'm sure the troopers have got or I've got one of them.
No, they
Um,
did-
No, I've got one with a cloth piece, so I don't know where that came from. But I've got the attack, the driver, but I haven't got the other little bit, the other base.
Mm.
But yeah,
This
Yeah,
and
so-
the half Rebel one was the first battle packs I bought more than one of. Like, I think I bought 5 of each, and it was the first time I was like, I have an army or whatever.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the thing is, you didn't need a lot of these. It's not like these weren't like clones, you know, particularly in this battle scene. There weren't like millions
Yeah.
upon millions of them. You know, there was probably maybe 100 of these guys, probably on the entire 100, perhaps 200 on the entire planet. At least what we saw. So, yeah, so that's what I like about it. It's not always, you know, about having like millions of them. So, what else we got? So this was a boy.
yeah.
I've always liked these orange. I love these orange kind
Bomb
of
squad.
bomb squad, yeah. And this guy with the sort of the pale green, and then the ARF trooper. I've got this set. I think I might have 2 of these actually. But again, I found they've been in bins of sets that I've bought or random sets, and I managed to piece them together. So, but yeah, nice little set. That was the first time a speeder they came out, and I don't think it needs to, you know, that's stood the test of time. That speeder,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Very,
You know, that's
very-
not a million miles off what we get in now. You know, so, but yeah, nice selection of figs. Same for this one. I mean, this was around about the time
Oh,
where,
great.
yeah,
I
this
got
was
that.
kind
I got this one.
yeah, I got a couple of these as well.
It's
Actually,
got the funny faces underneath.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with the really wide eyes. Their eyes are practically on the side of their head. They're like goldfish in it.
God, they're-
But
But if you got this one and the later one, you can actually, you know, mix them around and have quite a few different variations.
Because these were supposed to be the that kind of cult sort of sect, weren't they? What are they called?
The pre-Vizslas Mandos or whatever.
Is it Night Watch or?
Yeah, something like that.
You're right.
I can't remember, but they were kind of stationed on that moon, weren't they? Where they all pretty much had the same armor and they were a bit aggressive. So I forget, but yeah, nice couple of little builds with this as well. You know, this is good stuff. Now this, for me,
A lot of people's favourite, isn't it?
this is a goat set because those assassin droids were quite. Wait, are they assassin droids?
Commando droids.
Commando droids, that's it. Those are quite rare anyway. They weren't in a lot of sets and they're hard to get hold of. And then both of those, the ARC Trooper and the ARF Trooper, although they weren't called out at the time, you know, that guy is kitted out to the max, that ARC Trooper.
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
got two cloth waistcape, a a pauldron. He's got the red rangefinder. He's got a backpack. I mean, that figure stands up now.
Are we ever going to see another figure like that?
It's a beast.
No.
The only thing wrong with this set is the fact that that gun doesn't really have any kind of turret.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, or a barrel or anything. It's just a really sort of short, dumpy thing, you know. Which I feel like somebody dropped the ball there and forgot to put a piece on the end. That don't seem right. It's just that.
Or like a drill.
Yeah, it's weird looking, isn't it?
Never got this one, but I really do. I think this was around the time I kind of clocked out of watching the Clone Wars, so I didn't really buy it. But I seen Lifebricks talk about that ARC Trooper in his Instagram earlier this year, and it's like, yeah, I agree. It was definitely one of the peak. I think at the time it was like, and for anyone who hates helmet holes, they got helmet holes right here, like the placement of them. Like,
I think that's what annoys people. It's not because of the helmet holes, it's just how they've done them badly where they did them well before.
Yeah. Or even if they didn't have the nub in there where the whole helmet hole used to be, as well as the helmet hole. Because that kind of, you know, I dare say some people wouldn't have even noticed if they just moved it up slightly.
Next.
No politics. I just want to say, this is in Kirsty's top 3, I believe, because when she was going through, looking at them, she was like, "Oh, I like this one." But
Do you know what? I nearly did, but it's that tree just put me off.
yeah, I mean, I've never gotten trees right, but in a set like this, you wouldn't expect it to be anything more than that.
In
anyway.
Rivendell.
True.
it was so strange because this is around the time. This is in a strange time because they started to like the Stormtrooper was evolving again, so they're using that helmet from 08 or whatever, and then the torso is like even more detailed, and then a couple of years later they redesigned everything.
Someone agrees with me.
Yeah, the tree is just sad. I always like it. You get the Commando's pretty cheap. One of them's got that Indiana Jones head on him. You know, like.
I think that's what I like. You got 2 rebels, two. You know, you could buy a few of those, build them up.
The thing is,
We
what I
also
like
got
about
these-
this is,
Said balaclava head. Sorry, the Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
oh, that's right, yeah. I tell you what I dislike about this set is the fact that those rebel helmets are like spot on. In fact, I'm pretty sure they haven't changed them since then. And you're talking like 12 years ago. Stormtrooper head, okay, yeah, probably not the best version, but okay version. But then they haven't moved on with that Scout Trooper helmet. And at this point, Lego's been around for 13 years. And they're still using that mold, which kind of looks poor. I don't know.
I was going to say, is there a lot more you can do with that?
Oh yeah, they didn't.
I personally love it. I love the
Yeah,
Scout Trooper helmet, but you know.
I know some people, again, nostalgia vibes or whatever, but the other 3 helmets there are dual molded and they haven't done anything with that one. It's just one piece kind of thing. So I don't know why. It's kind of weird.
We don't want it to suddenly be big and fat like the Stormtroopers.
It had the
No,
Scout
but
Trooper
what I'm saying
helmet
is
has
that
been
what-
redone. At this time, this was the old one. It was
this is
dual
what-
molded.
this is
in
what-
2019.
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm saying.
sorry, yeah, no, this is sorry, that is the old one, isn't it? Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I'm just
the
surprised.
one now
that
I like.
they've updated the others to look like strong, and they haven't bothered with this one, so it's kind of like a throw-in. But anyway, what I'll do, guys, just try and sort of speed things up a little bit, is if I pass a set that I know is in someone's ranking, and there's likenesses that we're going to be talking about it with a guest, I'll skip over it. Don't think anybody's brain is kind of advanced enough to try and remember that and be like, right, I know which one's away. But just to save us a bit of time, so yeah, nobody's voted for this.
Nope.
But I like this. That command station's cool.
It just Droidric is. Oh, why?
They are.
It's an army build. Yeah, you don't want too many of them.
No, I do like that color, that olive green clone though. I've always liked that color clone.
Lieutenant or something like that.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know.
There's not enough there to build an army, is there? They would maybe one more clone. And
Again, that'd be in my category of buy the one and then that do. Thank you.
Yeah.
This one almost was in my top 3.
Yeah, nobody voted for this, so we can have a little quick 5-minute on this. I like what they did here. I think this is the first time I remember seeing it when I was looking back at these, should I say, where they've given everybody a different gun. And on that guy on the far right, I know these are kind of non-canon, but where they've done a brick-built gun. And I say brick-built, what I mean is they've made a gun out of smaller pieces, if that makes sense, which I'd never really seen that before, and I think it works really well to be like some heavy gunner type thing. And I think it works well, and they do it from time to time, but I don't think they do it enough, so... But that speeder thing, I don't know if it's me or if you guys remember, but doesn't it look like something out of He-Man? Do you remember He-Man used to ride around on something like that?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I was also going to say the Flash Gordon, the movie, when he's Flash Gordon on a hover circle.
Jesus. Okay.
Oh,
sorry, sir. Were you trying to say something then?
No, I'd always thought it looked like the ships from Independence Day, just the shaping of it and all.
Oh,
I don't know. I know that film's absolute crap, but like.
No, yeah,
you are. Yourself.
See where you go from. Anyway, let's move on.
30. It's a guilty pleasure.
See, now the cannon is lovely. I like that cannon. Great. These Imperial Guards. Yeah, great, because you don't get them very often. They've only appeared in a handful of sets. And, the gunner as well. Great. Is this the first time we're seeing stud shooters?
Yep, this is the year they were introduced.
Yeah. So,
these were absolutely...
Again, nice. A one pack buy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how many gunners and, Imperial Guards people. I mean, we never probably saw 2 on screen at once anyway, so I don't know what.
Each to their own imagination. If somebody wants an army of Royal Guards, then fine,
Yeah,
they look pretty cool.
I think there's 4 in whenever the Emperor is unloaded, but yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, you might be right, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Right. Everybody selected that.
That nearly, yeah. And I'm sure I'm sure, yeah. And
I was surprised nobody selected this, but I like this little set. The speeder looks great. There's a couple of printed pieces to make it look a bit individualized. And that guy, I think we did talk about him before. What's his name? Is it Zero or something like that? Or Neo, that's it. That's a cool one-off fig they've done of a trooper, and makes this thing stand out. I could never work out though in this picture why the 3 of the battle droids are stood on like a little platform.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself. I was like, why?
You'll notice later on there's like some figures on clear display stands. I never got this set. I'm ashamed I didn't, because this was only £14 or £15. This was pretty cheap, and I don't know if any of the reviews I saw, did they come with stands?
Yeah, so I got most of these pieces in a bin. That I just bought for parts, and I parted out the rest, which was like a bit of foliage. And when I was kind of putting it together, I was like, I got these extra pieces left over. What's going on here? And then looking at the picture, I don't even think they appear in the instructions. looking at the picture, yeah, so those parts are included, but they're just because the snap is on one as well. The parts are included, and then so I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like because they're in mud, because it's supposed to be quite a muddy scene.
Yeah,
Weird.
I mean, for the 20 seconds you see of it in the film, it looks pretty. Looks like, looks like a turf bog or something like that they're whizzing through. But yeah, it's a good set.
Moving on.
Right. So
This was another one that was almost in mine because it's stormtroopers. You know, all the same.
Yeah.
Great. Get loads.
And
This set.
the other thing I like about this is that ship. I think there was a toy of that ship when the vintage figures came out, and it was always kind of weird because it was one of those ships that never appeared in canon, but there was a toy of, and they made a Lego set of. And it wasn't until like I think it was Mandalorian season 2 might have been where they actually, you know, worked this into a scene. And then they had the Marauder, which was kind of like a version of it, wasn't it?
A prototype, of a transport carrier, really, wasn't it? So.
Well, yeah. I
just wish that.
And I know these stormtroopers. Are they from
Rebels?
Well, not Rebels. So some people like them, some people don't. I think they're fine.
Yeah, they look a bit sad to me.
I'm in the camp of like yikes, but
and the blue is a bit too striking as well on the events.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we got the 2014 revamp this year as well, but yeah.
Now this I like because again, non-canon. Ship looks awesome. Get 2 figs on there, but it's a nice little. It's almost like something you would build out of parts yourself. You know, a nice little kind of basic looking ship, cool. But the best part is those shadow troopers where they've got that kind of glint on them, rather than just be all one color. So you know, it's going to kind of got like a different color across the front, hasn't it? I have seen them in person. I always thought this was just a picture, but yeah, they've got like a bit of shadowing on there. I guess shadow troopers with a shadowing over their face as well.
Yeah,
I really liked them. I thought they looked really cool.
It's a cool set.
See, personally, with me, if you took away the 2 that look like Black Royal Guard sort of thing, and added 2 normal stormtroopers, I'd buy loads of them.
Yeah, I think the only thing for this for me is the fact that they look like they're supposed to be lightsabers, because you know at that point, you know they were using lightsaber piece.
Yeah,
which I don't think. So that was a bit odd, but no, nice little set. Love the gun on this. Don't know why anyone would need more than sort of 4 of these guys, but again, I like that they just kind of customized just one of the stud shooters by adding like a little extra piece on the back. You know, it's inventive. Make it look a bit better for that guard captain. Or
again, nice to get a 1-pack of it. You know, so you got the troopers.
Flesh it out a little bit.
Was it?
The only thing is that I found that with this, I'm pretty sure that the 2 other sets that these appeared in, you had two of them anyway, so it was like probably enough. So didn't really need to be a battle pack, but we got here Geonosis. Nobody selected this, which I'm surprised at because I really like this.
See, but again, it's not. Is it canon or not?
I don't think so.
Clone Wars, they go back onto Geonosis. I don't remember them being.
But I can't remember. No,
these 2.
I don't think most of the builds aren't
just
canon.
one.
I can't remember if I'm honest, off the top of my head. But again, I like the builds.
It's I mean, Lego would often do a thing where like they would do builds from like the Kenner sets or just their own ones as well. Which is why like some battle pack builds are fantastic, and then other ones look like this. But I like this one. I mean, like it's what can you do? Like you can't like.
Looking back on all Lego sets, but particularly battle packs, I feel like you've got to bear in mind back at the moment there's no shortage of content. And they can redo ships, they can do their own, but there's plenty of content. At this point, obviously, there wasn't anything really. You know, Revenge of the Sith had finished, Clone Wars was going on, but there wasn't really. So they were kind of, I guess they were kind of stuck for ideas, so they were just kind of doing their own thing, which, you know, I thought it was well received. So And I like this helmet, this version of this helmet that they've used for this kind of airborne trooper in various sets and different colors. So, anyway,
Great
moving on.
figure.
So finally, we get a resistance set. Yeah, so this is obviously now where we're finally into the point where they've got some new content and something else to build. But again, kind of stale. I mean, I do like the little build, if I'm honest. But you know, these troopers were kind of. If you had to name 1,000 characters from Star Wars, I think everyone would forget that there was even any resistance troopers because they just don't play any part in it. So
they're so generic looking. This
Uh,
battle pack.
I think someone selected this, so we'll go back to that. Unless you had something burning you wanted to say about it, so we don't want to cut you off, mate.
Oh, I mind this coming out and it was really cool, but it just was that you had 4 different units. It felt like,
Yeah.
oh, you're going to build an army of.
Yeah, at this point, I
Yeah.
think they're trying to get a bit of everything in there, but also maybe encouraging people to buy more because if they want enough of everything, they'd have to get loads of them. So
Have that guy at least in some form.
see, now this for me is
Yeah.
this almost made my top 3 because I like that little backpack thing, which you don't see very often.
Yeah.
The jetpack. They've thrown in some couple of random heads, and this is one of those sets I talked about before, where you can easily mix and match them to make probably, I don't know, if you had 4 of these, you could make, I don't know, God knows how many different versions of characters. And you know, you could put the helmet on the blue-headed guy, or one of the helmets, or both, or whatever, and make a nice variety of like troopers. The only problem is that it's, you know, Rebel Alliance. We don't really see Rebel Alliance troopers like
This
this.
is from the Battlefront game, I should say.
Ah, right, that would be why then. Yeah, this don't make sense
Yeah.
to me otherwise. So, but yeah,
But it was
again,
great to get.
build.
It was great to get those 2 aliens, like in a set. Like, you're like, oh, because they're all that great. That Rhodian head was only really reserved for like Greedo or whatever, like in like more, not like a £10 set. You know what I mean? Like they'd be a bit more expensive, but
Yeah.
Again, it's a set that I would buy, but only the one.
Yeah. Okay, so this
I like
has
this
been selected. This is there's my headpiece there for my minifig. You see the Rebel Trooper on the far right? That's the only one I can
right.
find
Yeah.
that looks like me. It's got the right color in because there's actually some flecks of different color in his beard. I don't know if you can really tell from here because mine isn't. Unfortunately, mine's marbled with other colors. So yeah, that's my figurehead. At least that's from what I remember. You know, the helmets are cool. Builds in this
I
a
like
bit.
this one. Yeah.
But yeah, these figures are nice. And again, you can, you know, mix and match them quite easily and have, you know, probably 20 different troopers. So,
This is a mine top 3.
yeah, that's been selected for sure. I'm pretty sure that one has as well. This one hasn't.
Oh,
And this is the first version of a battle pack so far that we've had that fundamentally isn't a battle pack.
No.
It shouldn't be a battle pack.
I love
So, yeah,
this
there's
set
around
though.
1 or 2 figures.
I was going to say, I mean, if it's honourable mention for a battle pack, no, but just for a nice one set, you know, great. It's a great little set because, you know, cheap. You got, you know, 4 bounty hunters, great. Just
Four
missing
names.
missing
Four-
Forlom. No,
four
sorry,
names.
Zuckers. That's Forlom.
That's right, yeah. 4
It's
named
because
characters.
Palatoy years ago they mixed the names round. So for years and years we all thought that was Succus and the other one was Forlom, but no, it's the other way around.
They are very similar looking, in fairness, but yeah, again, these guys have got these weird plate things, which is kind of
Yeah.
odd.
They weren't
Yeah.
in it.
And
I don't.
I've got this set, but I don't remember them being in there. No.
I like
But-
this set. I think it's
This is a great. They shouldn't have called this a battle pack. This should be called
No.
you know, a great way to get figures for your lineup or for your display, without buying 4 different big sets. You know,
Well, they should do more things like this and keep it at the same price as the battle pack, but don't call it a battle pack.
Yeah, I think they'd realise they dropped the ball, and I actually like that speeder as well. It's pretty.
I managed to I picked one of those up at one of the conventions actually, one of the book fests.
Yeah, the use of the blue color on there was quite good. What else we got? That's been selected, I believe. That's been selected.
Really?
That's been selected. That's been selected. This hasn't been selected, and this is the first one that's got 5 in, because I think this little droid here, this little training droid with the lightsaber is, I want to build an army of them. Yeah,
you think you might be on your own there.
These are pretty cool. The shoulder pieces, the detail that's gone into this, the lightsaber hilt changing the colors, all the different extra blade pieces. This trooper is kind of a bit redundant down here, but I think I would have been quite happy with this for everything that's on the right. It was like a battle thing because these things turned. We got a load of extra pieces on the side, tools and equipment. You got this little droid. This is really good value for. The only problem
because he's got a little play feature on it, haven't you, and stuff. So
that's what I'm saying. Right? I think the problem is that.
But again, you wouldn't want to buy loads and loads of them. So
no, I don't think these Praetorian Guards were as cool and as popular and as long lasting as people as Lucasfilm probably wanted them to be. So unfortunately, but no, I think they were.
I think most people still say that they're better than the newer ones that we got.
Yeah,
but I don't own them, so
that's been selected. That's been
definitely been selected.
I was going to put this in.
That's been selected. That's been selected. Selected.
Yeah.
Selected.
Oh, so you are putting the blister packs in then?
Yeah, I did say.
Right.
I select. Nobody selected this one, which is really odd. Probably because they didn't class it as a battle pack. So apologies there if anyone wanted this one in there. But I like this. Really like this.
They selected the snow one. That's quite. I would have thought it'd been the other way round.
I got one of these still sealed. No, I might be wrong. It might be the other. You're probably right. Yeah, no, I don't think anyone selected this one either. I was thinking of the other.
I got that one.
This is nice. 2 women, guy. Different skin, 3 different skin tones. Bodies that you could mix up and match up. Some great little cannons. I mean, considering these are like half the size of a battle pack, essentially, piece-wise.
I wish I bought more than one because obviously I got like a Hoth scene, and I would have liked more actually, to be honest, to build that scene up.
I've got both still sealed. See that? So, not for any particular reason other than not really sure what I'm going to do with them. But I tried to dig out all my battle packs from my sealed sets, and they're kind of up here somewhere. You probably can't see them anyway, but yeah. So this has definitely been selected. This hasn't been selected, and I'm not really that surprised because I think this unfortunately got a lot of grief. I like how they changed out the guns. Now everyone's got a different gun. The cannon looks okay. It's not missing any big pieces like the other one was. And then you've got these, the blue accessories.
I did actually buy one of these.
Buys the pieces. Yeah, I think I had 2 of these.
Just the one.
But again, it got a lot of hate, but I actually think it's pretty good. Helmet holes aside, is quite strong. If you want to beef out your 501st, why not? Same with this. Came under a lot of fire. We saw the stud shooters change to a kind of different profile for whatever reason, but I like these swamp speeders. They're I don't know why. They've done a couple of different versions of this, small and big ones, and I think they're great little sets. So yeah, rocket troopers, nice selection of figs. It's just annoying, really.
I like this set.
Yeah, they use the Ahsoka figures here though with a build that was never, they could have done anything with as a build for there that would have been made more sense than that. But there we go.
Definitely in that kind of 501st fatigue.
Yeah, I think that's where they kind of got to the point where people are fed up of it. So then they did this.
Did anyone pick this?
Hell yeah.
No. Did
No.
you pick this, Slurpee?
No, I didn't.
No, I actually.
To be honest with you, it was in my top. It was my third, but because I thought, oh god, I've just picked all, OT set. I thought no, and so I took it out and changed it. But it would have.
Yeah. No, it's nice. I've yet to buy this, and I'm really annoyed about.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with battle packs, but I'm really annoyed about what they did. They sold this character up the river a little bit, but we won't go into that again. No politics.
No.
That has been selected.
Oh, yeah.
See, nobody selected this. And I've got this rocking right in center because I think this is one I didn't select it myself because I haven't opened it. So I
think if we did a top 5, it might have been in there, but
Yeah, it's
not
really
the
good.
top three.
What you're getting there, you know, because the two troopers look the same and they're supposed to, because they all look exactly the same. But the clone troopers are there. You know, there are variations of them. So although buying multiples of these, you'll have multiple.
And obviously, if you've got the bunker, it's quite good because you can put it on either side, or like me, buy two and have one on each side.
And you've got this kind of action piece here, which you can pretty much do anything with within the set. I like it. And this is the first time I've seen a set where the light pieces are actually pushed in the other way. So you're seeing the back of them.
Ooh,
Don't think I'd really seen that before. Not as prominent as this anyway. And that is battle packs, guys. And we did it.
Wow.
So the only thing I did want to do as part of the presentation, because I lined you guys and mine up to be the first three, just in case we'd finish beforehand and we could start off the presentation. But I'm conscious of the fact that our first guests are going to be arriving hopefully shortly. I'm going to refresh myself with who it is. So we got Padawan, one of our first mystery guests, and PNG joining us at 8 o'clock ish. So I'll go back into StreamYard, get rid of this, and stop sharing.
Padawan needs the link.
Oh Christ! I didn't send the bloody link. What an idiot! I can't believe I forgot to send a bloody link. Well, it's kind of good timing, really. Hopefully, these guys aren't interested.
While you do that, the one thing with the battle pack, I think we should have is a Gungan battle pack. If we needed one of them, but
yeah, no, there was one that was very similar, but why of all the times?
Well, if I have one of those, then I want an Ewok battle pack.
Yeah, no Ewok battle pack. I thought that was strange. But yeah, guys, don't forget to shout out the chat. Just go back on anything we've missed and do some shout outs while I send these links across. You can. I don't know if we've missed much or what.
Legend Lego says that he liked the design.
Yeah, I was just looking at that, yeah. Sadly, it's a terrible Star Wars movie.
We'll not talk about that.
You know the Martin, you know the link that I send you guys on, is it always the same? Or was there a separate one for each one?
No.
Because I can send the link because we're on our maximum amount of, there's 3 people, that's the most amount of people that can go on, so I can't go in on StreamYard on my phone to cut and paste the link, and I just don't know whether the same one works over and over. Should do, shouldn't it? You guys got... Wait a sec. No, I've sent it in our chat, didn't I? Oh, no. Is that... No, that was for the one for this morning, so it's going to take them into the other one. So, are you able to do it, Martin? Do you know how to do it? Send the link.
I think I might. I think if I do, I think I might have to. It might boot me out of here.
So, just trying to think how to do it.
Have a look. Like guests.
Well, I have a link
here.
Here now.
Yeah. It says basically I could copy it, but then I'd have to go into Instagram, give it, so I'd have to come out.
I'll do it. Padawan, I'll send it to you on Instagram. Just
let the young'un do it. They know more technical knowledge.
Send it to me in the group as well, because I need to send it to PNG and Will as well. So.
Because I'm on the PC. I don't have Instagram on the PC, but right, this should be it here. Where's...
Oh, it was all going so
Padawan, that's
smoothly.
just sent there now on Instagram there. Hope it works.
Right, yeah. We'll soon find out if he comes in, or he might be in the other one. I don't know how it works, to be honest with you, but...
Well, I got...
dying to be a guest.
Yeah, I mean, I just hit invite at the bottom. Was it the cat?
Yeah. He knows I'm busy, so he's trying to get on my lap and everything. It's like, get off.
Yeah, I've just sent it to the other two as well. Hopefully, it's the right one. If it is, then I'll start sending out to the others while you guys chat or whatever. We'll soon find out if he joins us or not. If not, I'll just have to turf myself out to do it. So, where did you get the link from? How did you do that, Matthew?
Well, at the bottom it gives me like the options: mute, stop camera, settings, present, and then invite. So I just clicked invite and copied the link.
Right, that's okay then. Yeah, that's spot on. So that should work. You just see the tail.
Yeah, I know. It's like...
Wait, how many cats have you got? That's a different one to earlier.
No, it's the same one.
We had Padawan in.
But I do have two cats. This one's a tabby and white, and the other one's Hey! Evening.
Hello.
Evening, Cam.
Hello. How's it going, mate?
How the devil are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How about you, fine fellows?
Not too bad, thank you.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
Apart from the usual technical
Oh, God's
difficulties.
sake. Go
I
away.
was sat here for about 45 minutes and I was like, I haven't got a link. And then I started messaging on WhatsApp, on Instagram, and obviously you were busy, clearly.
Yeah, I didn't think about the fact that all three of us have got access to the same StreamYard, see, so it won't let you go back in on like a mobile device. Anyway, we worked it out. So we're waiting for our first mystery guest. I probably said it. I'm pretty sure he shared it on his Instagram as well, so most people would know. But we got one of our mystery guests, and he's only a mystery guest because he didn't let me know till last minute. So I hadn't lined him up. And we also got PNG supposed to be joining us. So we'll hang about for a little bit, see if they turn up. If not, we'll make a start. So yeah, how have you been, mate?
Oh, busy, always busy, but I've got a nice juicy 5 weeks coming off soon.
Nice.
Is that normal for Christmas then, or
Say again?
is that normal for Christmas? Do you have 5 weeks
Yeah,
off?
it's like blocks. So if you imagine the term times for schools, that's kind of like when we get our times off.
Oh, wow.
But Christmas is always that big one.
Nice. Well, I'm going to be having roughly the same, mate, because I'm due to go in for my operation on the 9th. And I'll be off for about 3 to 4 weeks, I think, roughly. So, well timed. Thanks, hospital.
I'm off for 3 days.
Hey, mate, you just had 9 months off, didn't you?
No, that was in 22. And it was 8 months.
What do you mean 22?
That was
No,
in
recently.
22. Oh, no, that was only 3 months.
Oh, 3 months. Only 3 months, like
Yeah.
only quarter of the year. But
Yeah.
anyway.
But for while I was off, I'd rather not have been.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, no, mate. Absolutely. Right. So our special guest is going to be on in 5. And PNG has seen the link. Whether he's going to do anything with it or not, we'll find out. But yeah, did you know that, Padawan, that the guys, as soon as Monday morning strikes in America, it's Thanksgiving. Even though the Thanksgiving isn't until the Thursday, it's Thanksgiving.
Ridiculous.
That's a bit strange, isn't it? But it's typical Americans to over exaggerate everything, isn't it? To be honest.
They just milk it, don't they? So
It just should be Black Friday, and now it's the whole damn month.
yeah.
Look, I celebrate my birthday for a good week.
My birthday came and went, and I forgot it. It was already gone.
We didn't.
Yeah. Oh, happy birthday, mate! For what was it, 2-3 days ago?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, cheers. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday for whatever it was.
I'm still in my 20s, so that's all I'm care about.
And
Barely.
Martin, yes, he did get the same song.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Mate, everyone who knows me, if it's their birthday and they get a phone call, they know.
Yeah, I was in bed as well, and I heard that, and I was just like, oh, F off.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Right. Here we go.
PNG.
PNG,
Gentlemen,
good evening, or morning, or afternoon.
What's up?
How we
what's up?
doing,
Good
mate?
afternoon.
Afternoon.
How are you guys?
Good.
Not too bad.
Whoa, Jesus.
Yeah,
tech-
we're crazy. Yeah, I have some technical difficulties with my main setup, so it's been kind of painful.
Join the club. Join the club, mate. And look, I got to say thanks to both of you guys for making the time and taking the time and effort to come back. Although it's going to be brief, unfortunately, because I didn't expect everybody to say yes. But But yeah, we'll go.
Careful
through it
what
and
you ask for.
Yeah, we'll have some fun. But look, we'll wait. We are waiting on Will, who's our next special guest, and he's supposed to be a mystery guest, but I think everybody probably knows by now. But what I'll do is I'll start the presentation that I've worked so very hard on.
By the way, Martin, look what I've got for you. And he's going to give you this at some point.
Oh, lovely.
Sneaky.
Yeah. Oh, HJ.
HJ.
Yeah.
I'm becoming
Thanks
a Bristol.
for sorting that out for me. Thanks.
Coming to Bristol
Nice.
hopefully soon, so I'll bring it with me. Bring him with me.
Cool.
Any of you lots get the?
Well, I've still got that Tide thing for you anyway.
The
Tide
Oh,
sector.
yeah. Any of you get like the deluxe ACOB? What's it called? Girth Trooper. Did any of you look at that?
I didn't get
Yeah.
any of them.
It's a
when
sore
Yeah, I got
subject.
that
I
one.
didn't get any of them.
I grabbed 2, and I've decided to go grab them from Cody when I go to Brickworld next year.
Same.
Well, I missed out,
same.
and I said because I did try to, but they did say like, oh, contact Cody, and he said he'd get back to me, but he hasn't. So it looks like I missed out.
Yeah,
He
I-
fell out in the end, I think, didn't he?
I felt awful as well because I bought one for Ostif because he was, struggling. So I bought one for him as well, and then I had to try and explain that to my 2 co-hosts.
I was quite surprised they sold out when I looked, but yeah.
Flew off the shelves, didn't they? They flew off.
Yeah, they went really quick. But I like the fact that they
I
left it
couldn't
open.
stay out that
and
night, so yeah, annoying.
They left it open for any further drops. So I think they got a few more things planned, haven't they? So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just collect them all as a one-er. Let's just hope they're not this big, and I'll have to get another suitcase to take through customs.
Because that's what I was planning to get it, and then obviously pick it up at Chicago. But it seems like unless he gets back to me, it seems like I missed out on this one. But never mind.
Worst case scenario, man, you can have my second one because I bought 2.
Well, obviously pay you for it.
Well, yeah, but that's
Yeah.
fine. Like if you can't get one,
Well,
you can have my second
Well,
one.
only if you, yeah, well, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
But only if you don't mind.
Of course, no worries, mate. Oh, look at this feature presentation.
There's
Hell
all those
yeah.
people out there. The Lego
I
community
just
is
can't-
beautiful and lovely.
I'm just trying to work out. I think there's a way to
Battle
do
of-
it full screen.
Battle Packs, Episode 1.
Oh, balls! I've lost it.
Discover.
Wah,
Doctor-
wah, wah.
Oh, I've gone back. I shouldn't have gone back. Oh, there it is.
I'm glad you've made this presentation though, because I've already forgotten what I said.
Yeah, well, actually, I didn't make any presentation. 99% of the work in this is done by my loving fiance Kirsty. So shout out to Kirsty.
Oh, send my love.
And if I'm honest, I was never going to go this detailed. I was never going to give this much detail to it, but she insisted that I'm going to do it. Let's do it properly. So fair play. The only problem I didn't get a chance to actually I was already on full screen. Right? Okay, I didn't get a chance to run through it first, but we'll see. We'll work it out. So guys, as per usual, keep on top of those comments and banging them up on the screen because obviously I'm not going to be able to see them, so I'll be on this presentation. Okay. Is any sign if Will pops up? Will you just let me know so we can let him in? But just let me know.
Yep.
Right then. So, what I'm going to do is because our guests are here, and I'm conscious of the next lot of guests, I'm going to skip over hour 3 and go straight to our guests first, so they can do their bit. Let's see. So this is me.
Wah.
This is my 3. Ignore those. It's not like a huge secret or anything, so there's no spoilers. But
Ooh.
so
Oh, good
the
choice for
man,
number 1.
Padawan. So Padawan, as we know, in the building, and his selections were as follows. Coming in at number 3. Do you want to just kind of briefly,
This is all very fancy, isn't it?
So I will objectively, because it's it's everyone's opinion. I chose these battle packs pure out and love and nostalgia. So for this, I mean, it's the only time we've seen Airborne Troopers. Well, apart from it was another set, but this was the first time we saw the 212 Airborne Troopers. Obviously, if you want to get in the whole political debate about helmet holes, they don't have the helmet holes, but I personally don't give a shit. But it was just, I thought it's a clean set, lovely box art. You got the Airborne Troopers. It's all about the Christophsis. You got your normal troopers. It's a good set. It's arguably ahead of its time for a battle pack.
Mm.
And that is what I would say
Definitely.
about that one.
Number 2.
Number 2, right? Nostalgia. What's this? This is the second battle pack that was ever made because the droid one came first.
Yeah,
I believe.
7.6.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
No, you're right.
This was the first. I remember my grandparents back in the day buying me this set, and I ended up buying like 5 or 6 of them. You got your shock troopers in there. You got, it's not a 212, but it's a commander because it was like kind of like that Attack of the Clones kind of era. And is it a normal grunt? I can't remember what the other one was in there. But this is a nostalgia set for me.
Yeah, and obviously you got it when you were a kid, yeah. So
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, great, yeah,
What?
yeah.
10 or something like that. I got this set. I was like, this is the best set I've ever had in my life. Oh, all right. And number 1, cool. So this comes down to a love for, we don't have stormtroopers like they used to. These are the Rogue One kind of era of stormtroopers, the best stormtroopers that Lego's ever made. And Death Troopers are my favorite Imperials in the entirety of Star Wars. I think they're an underrated Imperial figure. I've got shed loads of them, and there he is, right there and there.
How did I miss this one?
Just, it is
Wow.
a beautiful. It's a beautiful.
It is. Yeah, I
beautiful
don't know
battle
why I
pack.
missed this one.
Again, a before its time kind of. If this battle pack released today, people would be smashing this up big time.
Yeah.
And
They didn't make enough of those Death Troopers, did they?
They did not. I think they appear. You got the 2 that come in this set, and then I think there's one in Krennic Shuttle because I've got that one, and I'm not sure if they were the only 2 sets. There might have been a third. We need Coop in the building to tell me if I'm wrong or not. But they were not made. Not many of them were made in or mass produced in sets.
Oh, that battle pack was gooded. Gooded.
I wish I'd bought more at the time, but it was kind of a dark
Right.
age.
Will's now in the guest room.
Ooh.
Yeah, lob him in, mate. Lob him
I
in.
don't want. I really want to just go back in time and like get all of these.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I want to work. I'm trying to work on the. I'm about 40% there, but I've got everything. I've got 40% of all the battle packs that have ever been made. So I'm trying to get to 100%, and I'm going to display them all nice, crisp.
My biggest regret was getting the Kashyyyk Troopers instead of the 2112 battle pack.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we've got our first mystery guest in the house.
What up, Will?
Will, how's it going, mate?
I'm in. You guys can hear me good?
Yeah. You driving
Yeah,
somewhere?
yeah.
You, or?
I apologize for being a little bit late. Target held me late today. I was boxing some boxes of boys on the shelves, and I got a little held up, but I'm
Nice.
here now. So that's the thing that matters. I'm here now. What's up,
Oh,
guys?
that's a good enough excuse. That's a good enough excuse, mate. But no, thanks for taking the time out. I know, obviously, you've been very busy lately. We've been trying to get Will on a show for quite a while, actually. He's been on my guest list, or my wanted list, if you like, for quite a while. But he's always been too busy putting school first, as you should all do.
Yeah, let's get back there so you can see him a bit there.
But
Yes, sir.
yeah, now he's a free man. He's going to hopefully make himself available. So watch this space. Hopefully, get you on for a full episode sometime, Will, if that's okay with you, mate.
You know that to be true. Within the next 5 weeks, we'll be playing something for sure.
Definitely. Okay. So look, we're going through this presentation. I believe PNG is next. Any
Alright.
closing thoughts for you, though, first, Padawan, on your top three, or are you happy with that?
Again, arguably maybe not the best sets, but in my mind, they are the greatest battle packs to have ever been made.
Yeah, fair.
I'll leave it at that.
So, oh no, Will, you're actually
Will's-
next. So, do you
Oh,
want me to come back?
time.
I was going to say, do you want me to come back to you? Are you going to be home anytime soon, or
I'll
do
be
you
home
want
in
to do it
like
while
5
driving?
minutes. So yeah, you can skip me for now. I'll be home in 5. So yeah.
No worries. Nobody, close your eyes, everybody.
Right.
Oh, whoa! We've ruined P&G's drum roll now as well. Jesus.
Oh no.
So I still have my eyes shut.
It's all good.
Yeah, don't. So here we go. This is the illustrious PNG bricks. You know, the mighty beard.
Drum roll.
So yeah, PNG was one of our first official guest on this show.
Was I?
Helped us. Yeah, because prior to that it was Matthew, aka Slurpee, but obviously he ended up joining the panel, which was always the plan. But so you were our first official guest in terms of someone who didn't kind of make
Nice.
Nice,
Nice. Honored.
Well, but also you helped us kind of see in the Brick World hype stream that we did, which was I think went quite well. So yeah, appreciate that, mate. And obviously appreciate you coming back. So talk us through it then.
Thanks for having me.
So you're number 3.
Yeah, so number 3, the Kashyyyk Trooper Battle Pack. I think this is classic high-end battle pack creativity at its finest. Similar to Geonosis, where they did a lot of detail in the actual troopers. And wasn't the first one, but the second one that came with, the second or third one that came with stud shooters. So, you take everybody else's eyes out for that. So classic, because I don't think we're ever going to see these guys again, honestly.
Nice fix.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see them again, but we'd probably have to see a movie, post Empire to see that. So something in between.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, it's a shame because I don't think they did enough with Kashyyyk in general, did they? So
no.
But
I don't know if you guys read any of the books, but the books, there's a couple of really great battles on Kashyyyk that are very well detailed. So, so the second one is the Jedi and Clone Trooper pack. Embodies the Clone Trooper era, and you get 2 awesome Jedis, and what is that? What generation clone is that one? Is that Gen 1?
It's P1.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're going back in time. And when it came out, right, it was at the time when the new trilogy was coming out. So they really went back in time, and it's a banger. I've got like 4 or 5 of these.
Yeah, I mean, this one gets a bit of hate because of the named figs. But obviously, as a battle pack, it doesn't it didn't really kind of ring all the bells because of that reason. But still 2 great Jedi.
Vehicle's a little but
yeah.
I mean, minifig wise, fantastic.
Well, look, here's the thing about this one. Sorry to interrupt, but did you know in the original preliminary concept art, the Phase 1 troopers were supposed to be Phase 2 troopers?
Fascinating fact there from Will.
No, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, there was a preliminary image of the Phase 2 troopers in that set, but then they changed them out to Phase 1. I don't know, maybe they matched the mock art or something, but they changed them out for that reason. I don't know.
Phase 2 replaced the Phase 1 helmet.
See, to me, this is going to category again. It's a great set, but I'd only buy the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought them for the Jedi.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's still a good set.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, all you'd have to do is change out the head on both the Jedi, and you've got yourself two completely different Jedi essentially. So
Yep.
you know, it's not a huge loss, is it? So anyway,
Yeah, you're
so
going to
you're
do
number
it many
one.
times.
Mm-hmm. So PNG, go for it, mate. Number one.
So number one, you have to go with the box of droids, as I call them, from this past year. I mean, you get 5 droids, 2 regular clanks, and some super battle droids. You have the little speeder for the clanks, some clone troopers, and then an updated version of Padawan's number 3, I would say.
I had this as an honorable mention, to be fair. If I had a number 4, this would be number 4.
Yeah, and this is, probably it's one of my favorite that have come out in the last few years, because you get so much for the price, and especially now, like it's $24 in the US, so that's a hell of a steal.
No, you're right. It's all encompassing, and I've seen some things done with that set, or the parts in that set, to make other things, some fantastic other little builds, which there's a good variety of pieces in there. But yeah, this is what battle. This is the sort of the ultimate battle pack, really, isn't it? So
it has the best of everything.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good. So Will, you're up next, mate. Do you are you close to home, or do you want us to do something else?
We're almost there. We're so close.
No worries, mate.
Will, you said 5 minutes 10 minutes ago.
Right.
I'm bad time perception. I'm terrible. I'm sorry.
No worries. Slurpee,
yeah.
let's go for it, mate. Let's go for it, mate, while we're waiting for Will to pull up. Ooh.
No, this wasn't my number 3.
Oh, don't tell me that, mate. Don't tell me that.
My number 3 is PNG's number
Yours
1.
was number 1.
You're right. Mate, I'm looking at my list now, and I was thinking to myself, I meant to put a disclaimer out there to say, if I've made any mistakes, guys, sorry, because I said that I did. My fiance did 95%. This I did the other 5%. Well, that was my job. so no excuses. Drop the ball. Let's just imagine, squint our eyes, and pretend that's the 75372. Which obviously PNG's just talked about, thankfully. So
yeah, but you know what? This is a great Slurpee. This is a great alternative to your number 3.
Maybe. I mean, look, I like the 501st Battle Pack, but I like the one that I chose even more. I just think it's, as you said, it's the best of both worlds. You can get them pretty cheap now too.
Yeah.
And it's like finally, a case of clankers or whatever. Like, and it's first time we've got droids in a battle pack in what feels like far too long.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I think it's a great set. 9 figs for about £24, maybe £19 at the minute. But
they were on eBay. They were on Amazon for like 14 or 15 at one point, and I was like, "Buy."
And it's also like nostalgia a little bit. Sorry, for the first 2, a little bit like it's kind of a blend of the 07 battle packs, but yeah. Roll on my number 2.
Hopefully I got this one right.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I love this set. I wasn't someone who would buy hundreds of sets, but I maybe bought 4 or 5 of this back in the day, and then bought another odd couple few years later.
I still can't believe I
really
missed this
enjoyed
one.
Rogue One. No, this was great. The Stormtroopers are, unpopular opinion, I do actually prefer the dual molded ones more, but I really love these ones too. The Death Troopers are fantastic. I think absolutely. Yeah. And these were on sale too. I meant, like, you'd be a fool not to have gotten it. Amazing.
The Snowy Boys.
That when this came out, it was lonered up. I love Snow Troopers. We got the non-canon Scout one as well. Well, I think it's non-canon. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe it's cool.
Pretty grunsome, like it's I think this was the first battle pack that it had retained the size of the old ones, but it was at the 20. I don't know if it was 17 or 18 pound. It was like in that kind of increased.
Oh, the first time that the price increases started
Uh-huh.
coming in.
Yeah, this was the first one with the price increase. 100%.
It felt sore,
Yeah.
especially because it was like damn double the price. It felt like, and then but no, I just goated set.
Got like
buy a
40 of
I
these
looked,
in
to
my
be honest.
I think the
Should've
best
bought
thing
more,
for this,
really.
for me. Yeah, I think for me the standout for this was the fact that they, finally timed a set, because this was when the AT-80
Mhm.
UCS or came out shortly after this, I think it was, if I remember rightly, or the other way around. So that you could actually go out there and beef up your AT-80.
I only have
No,
one
this came out
complaint
first,
with
and
Which,
then I think the
sometimes they've
AT&T
been a bit off.
right afterwards.
I have one complaint with this,
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I knew it was one of the.
and it's
Martin, Hive's in the room, in the guest room. Hive.
They've been neglecting the
Yeah.
backpacks on the snow troopers. That was just the one thing I was like,
Oh yeah, they took them off, didn't they? The original
Yeah.
original snow troopers had a integrated backpack put in as well.
molded. And then when
That
they introduced
is-
this helmet mold in like 2015, they did it's that clip piece that they use, and they had like a plate on the back. But I don't know. I think they maybe done this so that you could seat them inside the AT-AT. But still, no, it's fantastic.
Yeah. No, it's a good
See
selection.
that.
Hi, how we doing, mate?
Hey,
Hi.
How's it going, Hive?
I didn't want
There you
to
go.
interrupt.
Nice to meet you.
Don't want a fanboy, but one of my
Yeah.
heroes.
Oh, no.
I was jumping in to
Great
throw
to meet
the
everybody
news
in
to heat
person.
about.
Oh, hell, Hive. Oh, hell, Hive.
Oh, man, I don't know about all that.
Sorry.
How you guys doing, man?
Good. Yeah, good.
I will.
Really
I will say
enjoying it
this.
tonight.
It's going to stack. It's going to get a bit hairy in here with so many people. I'll say that much. But what I'll say to you, Hive, is that we're still waiting on Will. I think he's parking the car and he's got to do his. And then
Yeah, I saw he's
unfortunately,
late.
We'll have to
You're
usher
late,
some people
Will.
out.
Yeah,
So, but look, in a perfect world, I'd love to be able to get all of you guys on and keep you on. But as you know, it'll just turn into carnage. So.
yeah, no, it's
So
all
look,
good, man.
with that, PNG Padawan, can I say goodbye without that sounding
Yeah.
offensive?
I'm in bed. Bedtime's in 25
But
minutes. So
Night,
Thanks
chaps.
for joining on. Really appreciate
if I don't
Yeah.
jump off there soon, Sam's gonna come up here and beat the shit out of me. So
Yeah,
Oh, Pat, stay on. We'd like to see that. Might get some more viewers.
I'll start driving me crazy. I'll get all this stuff. I'm a fanboy of Padawan, so
yeah, yes.
Oh, roll on Chicago.
I've got.
Chicago, bro.
Oh, Chicago's gonna be so
Chicago.
good. I'm gonna get wankered all the time. Not like that.
It's gonna be so good.
Sorry.
No, what?
I'm not sharing a room with you.
It's Pip. Sorry, it's Pip. It's Pip. It's not that. It's Pip. Anyway, I've got five. Right. I can promise now, though, in Chicago, my ass is going to be out all the time. All right. All the
Okay.
love. Right.
Oh,
Anyway.
Jesus.
Cheers, man.
Thanks for the warning.
If I have too many
Great to see you,
Padawan,
man, guys.
Thanks very much.
All right. See you guys.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
having me.
Appreciate
Take care.
Right.
Bye.
Thanks, PNG. Thanks, Padawan. Appreciate it, mate. Thanks, guys. See you soon.
Bye. Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't even realize PNG was leaving too. Bye, PNG.
Yeah. So, Jesus.
Well, Slurpee, without
So
giving
does
too
that mean
much
you're back
away. I was just about to say, without giving too much away, Slurpee, yeah, you're number one. Good call.
Oh no, I love this set. Even
Yeah.
though I'm not someone who actually I don't go out and buy 50 million battle packs. I only bought a few of these because that's all I needed for my play skill AT-AT.
It's definitely a good way to
Check
build up.
this out,
I mean,
check
they
this out.
released it right at the right time too, obviously,
Absolutely.
with the AT-AT and everything. So,
Oh, there's all three of mine.
Check this out, Slurpee. Ready?
Oh,
Yay.
hell yeah, redeemed.
We fixed it for you, mate. See, because I got my secretary working hard downstairs. So yeah, nice. She's gone.
Thank you.
But another shout out to Kirsty. Jesus wept. I'm
Hell
going to
yeah.
be replaced next week. But so So Hive, quickly, mate. Obviously,
Yeah.
thanks for joining us. Thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it. Obviously,
Yeah,
big
no,
name in
thanks
the
for having
game. You know, I know you're a very humble guy, and I do appreciate that as well. But for our little rinky-dink show here, to have somebody like you on board is kind of humbling. So, but what I will say is, last conversation I had with you, Brick World was kind of up in the air. So, based on a couple of chats I've heard you mention it now, is it back on the cards?
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I've already got the hotel room. I've already got like the badges and everything. As a matter of fact, today, and I forgot to do it before the show, I was actually going to go on and make sure see if there's any tables for displaying. If any of that stuff is still available. Yeah,
nice.
So, but yeah, I'll definitely be there.
So did you manage to get in the Rennie though? Or?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I got day one as soon as it was open. Yeah.
I thought I remember you saying that you weren't sure, or maybe you bought the tickets and you weren't sure if you were still going to be able to go.
I mean, there was still a possibility maybe something might happen as far as like but I got everything ready to go just in case. But yeah, and now job stuff is kind of like changed up a little bit, so I'm more flexible. So I might actually even be able to stay like an extra day or so. Because I'm going to be there at least from Wednesday to Sunday.
Bobo, oh dear.
We'll not get into that.
I'm so excited, man. Not just to see friends that I've met already, but obviously getting to meet a lot of people for the first time. So it's going to be awesome. Yeah,
should be good. Crap.
Yeah, well, I know everybody on this panel is looking forward to meeting you in person, man.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait to meet all like you guys, like Padawan. Like, dude, there's gonna be so many.
Yeah, I apologize for going over the top earlier, but yeah.
Yeah, and and you guys, this is obviously like your guys' first time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and I've only been to Brick World once because obviously I didn't get to go last year because my foot was broken and everything. But it's I mean, the public days are cool, but it's really crazy because it's public days and like it's just packed. You know what I mean? But dude, those private days, like that whole week leading up and stuff, man, us getting to hang out, going out to eat, having drinks, man, going to the Lego store, just doing random stuff. You know what I mean? Just getting to hang out, man. Like that's that.
But also, I think for us coming over from the UK, like 2 days wouldn't be enough. We need, you need.
Oh yeah. I mean,
a good week.
Really, it's not even enough for me, and I'm only a couple states away. You know what I mean? It just didn't get that full experience, man. Look at I'm going to be there for 10 days, and yeah, and for you guys too, man. Like it's a whole nother level of an experience for you guys. Just like if I were to go over there, you know what I mean? Like that's getting to be in a whole different place, man. Just I don't know. You guys can go check out some Walmarts and some Targets. You guys can see some of that Walmart clearance.
I've seen it before, and it makes me jealous every time I'm there.
Yeah, dude. Because like every once in a while, like you guys might get something exclusive or whatever, man, and we're all like,
might get mean gifts.
But the amount of things that we get over here, you know what I mean? Especially even if it's just normal stuff, but we get like major clearance. Yeah, it's not real fair.
No, that's right. PNG, we do have Costco over here, mate. So that's not much of a.
But the thing is, isn't our Asda owned by Walmart? But we don't get. I'm sure they're owned by Walmart, Asda, and we don't get the deals like Walmart does.
Nah, dude. Even for us, for all the other stores, Walmart just kind of because Walmart almost immediately puts stuff on like. What would you Americans say, man? Other than chat, like what? At least 10%, just almost right off the bat. But I mean, but they kill like Target. We'll get some stuff from Target, but like Walmart's the place to go, man. If you're trying to find cheap Lego.
I mind like hearing like damaged Lego and stuff like that. You can go up to Mom, knock us a discount here. But here in the UK, you do that at Asda or Tesco or Toy Master. They're just like, thanks for bringing us. We'll store this out back.
Well, let me ask you guys. You guys probably don't. I would imagine you probably don't have the same problem with theft that we do. So, like, all your stores don't have all the plexiglass in front of the Lego.
No,
right?
No,
that's gonna annoy you guys.
Just
it's
the
really
cardboard
minifigures
minifigures
over here, man. It's really getting on her nerves over here. I'm telling you what.
Yeah. I did see that on the last Pure and Fury. I didn't stay tuned in long enough to see it, but looking forward to seeing that on replay. But no, I'm not. I don't know about Matt. I'm not sure about Martin, but I'm not a kind of a visitor. I'm not new to the US. I've been over there dozens of times, but yeah, never been to that area. So never been to sort of the closest I've come. I mean, I did New York, New Jersey, and Philadelphia, so Pennsylvania. But yeah, never been up sort of the Chicago, sort of the north area up there. So that'd be really interesting.
No, I've only been twice, New York and Florida for Disney World, obviously. That's it.
Yeah, Florida's good times. I've been in New York, but it's been a long time. I need to go to that New York store, the new Lego store up there.
I will say to Kirsty, who's probably hopefully still watching in the chat, and Hive is the guy who's from Baltimore. In case you don't know, she gets a bit confused with who's from where. So we're big fans. Me in particular, big fan of Hairspray. It's my favorite musical. So when I didn't twig that it's that Good Morning Brick World, Good Morning Baltimore. I didn't twig for a while, but yeah, Kirsty, if you're watching, that's this guy. So.
To answer Padawan, he was saying, I mean, you need to go back on a rant with nuclear. Yeah, so if I'm allowed, I plan on having a Pure Fury at Brick World Chicago Friday night. So, you're more than welcome to hop on there. So, yeah, it'll be good stuff. Yeah.
So while we're in the presentation, let's, because, as much as I would love to spend all night talking to all of our guests.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
Like I said, I don't know whether you caught it earlier, Hive, but I wasn't expecting everybody who I asked to say yes.
I know, right? It's weird when that happens, because normally when you're not really worried about it, you can't get anybody to come on.
No, that's right. So I'm in a bit of a position where I've kind of got to, it's kind of a bit awkward when you got to usher people out or tell them to leave.
Man,
and the only good, I wouldn't say it's good news. It's actually bad news, but in terms of timing, it's kind of good because Rick Sam, unfortunately, was not able to make it. Last minute commitments, so we have had somebody bow out. So, Brick Sam, we miss you, mate. Sorry you couldn't come aboard. But we'll quickly run through your 3, 2, 1 in your absence. So we went for the Kashyyyk Troopers as well, which we have spoken about briefly, but a fair, strong third pick. I love me a Swamp Speeder as much as the next guy. The classic battle droids. Unfortunately, we are going to start seeing some pop up over and over again. It's the nature of the draw. But this one, we did briefly talk about this one, but he's the first person so far who's picked it. As
that
the top
one's
3
expensive now too. If I'm not
a clone lover.
Yeah, that's a beast of a set, and it really holds true today. But surprised more people didn't pick that. I mean, if I can remember rightly, I don't think anybody else picked that in the top 3, which is really surprising. But yeah, so
that's a good one.
So this is you, Hive. So the man, so hot takes in here as well.
Yeah, so I figured some people might actually give me some crap about this one a little bit, man, because it's more on the sequel side. You know what I mean? And if anybody knows me well enough, they know I don't have much love for the last 2 of the sequels, at the very least.
Really?
Oh yeah.
No, I know.
However, that doesn't mean that visually the movies weren't stunning. You know what I mean? I could watch the movies, just without my mind on, at least. And I loved the Sith Troopers, man. I really enjoyed, first of all, the First Order Stormtrooper look. I just liked it a lot. I don't know, the sleekness of it and everything. But when I saw the red and black, with the Sith Troopers, and then even these guys came with a little tile that had the Sith logo, the Sith emblem on it.
Oh
yeah. I was just like, that's good stuff right there.
They're clean, didn't they? They're quite clean.
The build's okay. Whatever. I mean, at least it's a little speeder. Whatever, or a little land speeder type thing. And then you got that general guy, I think, right? I can't remember which one he was off the top of my head, but yeah, it was mainly about the red and the black look and the Sith Trooper look. I just really, really enjoyed them a lot.
Yeah, I was just about to say that I thought
Sorry,
he looked
Tom.
like Captain. I don't think he was supposed to be, but he looked a lot like Captain Cardinal from the books.
What's up, Will?
Hey, Hive, what's up, man?
How you
Long
doing,
time
brother?
no
He's back.
Yeah, well, I was doing it. But yeah, I got one of those still sealed right here, and I
Nice.
kind of agree with Hive. I think it was quite a nice little set. I just love that sort of strong red color. It was a cool, you know.
I was just, even though I didn't buy, I think about gotten 2 of them. So even though I didn't get a bunch, but I was like, yeah, if you were to build like an army, man, I was like, that would be a pretty cool army to build, man. You know?
Yeah, but you get 1 Sith Trooper per set, bro. That's gonna take forever.
Yeah, because maybe I'm thinking more of the jet trooper guys, you know what I mean? So I guess it'd be more of a jet trooper army.
Don't get me wrong. I F with the jet troopers. They're awesome. Like they're goated. Don't get me wrong. I F them. But like it's
Just take the jetpack out.
Or 2 Sith Troopers and 1 set. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. It's a good point that there's only technically
He's
one
right. He's right.
of them.
And looking at it, if you look really closely to that jet trooper, it actually looks like a gun.
It looks like a what?
When you look up close.
Ooh, he's cut out. Ooh.
I think you cut out on me.
You're cutting out a bit.
Looks like what does it look like?
It's like I'm in suspense. But no, that is still a good point, though, Will. And I agree totally. I guess it's not gonna sway me though, because I still love the look of this.
I mean, I like this build too. It looks like a first Earth Snow Speeder, which is an underrated set. But you know,
no, but yeah, as far as the actual battle, the army building aspect, yeah, I didn't even really think about that part.
It's all subjective anyway.
Yeah, and that's what I said. It's almost like 2 categories. You've got like obviously one for battle, for building, and others for just great one-off set.
Right. So yeah, this one I really just enjoyed the classic Rebel look, anyways. But I was like, yeah, that would definitely be a very good army building. If you were trying to build up a whole Rebel, squad type thing.
Absolutely.
Also, I was trying to think of something from kind of each era as well. That I really did enjoy, and that I guess because you look at it from different aspects, like what would you enjoy, what would be good for whatever army building, just whatever you think is kind of unique in a special kind of way. Also, there is a lot of more classic ones that I did like, but I wanted to pick a couple different ones, but I was in my dark ages, and I would say Will and like a lot of the other guys probably have more of an attachment to a lot of them, because you guys, everybody knows I call all my prequel buddies cloners. You know what I mean? Because you guys
cloners, yeah, see him.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm a prequel boy. I'm not a prequel boy. I almost put this in my top 3. I'm not a prequel boy. I mean, I love them, sure, but I'm everything, man. I just want to make that clear.
Right. But I mean, at least. Well, maybe not, but I was thinking maybe had at least a different type of attachment, because I wasn't around when those sets came out. I wasn't in the game, you know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of them, even though technically I wasn't around for the Rebel Scouts either, but I just managed to get that one at a flea market one time. I was like, yeah.
How much for?
Man, this was about 4 or 5 years ago, but it was like $20 or something, man.
Ooh, 20. Was it sealed?
It wasn't sealed. No.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't sealed in the box, but it had all the pieces and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a banger build. I mean, did you get the new one, the 20th anniversary one, or 25th anniversary one? Did you get that one yet or not?
No.
I don't
hate it, but I'm just like.
I mean, okay, I hated it at first when I first saw it. This thing's a piece of POS, but low key, after having that thing in hand, that Rebel Spear is so nice. It is by far one of the best Rebel Spears we've ever gotten, and I really appreciate it. The dropship, who cares, are fun. But the Rebel Spear, man, oh my god,
good.
It's just a proper amount of girth, and it's right,
Oh, right on. Well,
still need to buy that set.
Well, and here's the thing: is I trust Will's opinion on that. Will knows when something's worth it and when something's not. You know what I mean? And when it comes to Lego and Star Wars and anything else, because clearly Will knows a lot about Lego. He's got a lot of Lego.
Well, Well, I was going to say, what gets
these buildings?
he was just now. He was saying, I don't know why everybody thinks I'm a prequel boy. I don't know why everyone thinks it might be to do with the fact that giant Venator you built.
That may or may not have an influence on
Like,
that.
that's just a ship. That's just a ship. That's just a ship.
Just the fears.
Yeah. Hey, if it tells you anything, I have 2 UCS HA keys and 1 UCS manager. So if that tells you anything, that that's all.
No, but that's appreciative too, man.
Yeah.
That you have taste that's or your specific taste for stuff is beyond just
the
one
prequels.
the prequel.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
So let's find out. Let's find out who's number one.
Whoa, Hive.
I know. I feel like this should be like probably an obvious one for some of us, but like this one really did. It was special to me, because of just the whole wave of when when it was coming about. I remember hunting for this set for the longest time because it kept selling out, or people didn't get it, or whatever, man. And then it just set itself. I really enjoyed the obviously the clones. I thought it was cool. You got a couple extra droids to throw in there. You know what I mean? And then honestly, I really enjoyed the build. I feel like it was probably maybe unnecessary because obviously the price hike on it. But at least they were decent builds. You know what I mean? The problem with a lot of that stuff is when you're army building, you don't need too many. But I think it still looks good. Let's say you bought 50 of these, right? I mean, you don't need 50 of them, but still having a bunch of those in the background, with speeder bikes and everything else, I think would still look cool. But yeah, man. So that was my number one. Like I said, it was mainly about not just that I liked it and everything, but
Story.
I think it was about the feelings behind it and surrounding it.
It was cool. It was revealed on April Fool's as well. That's the thing that makes it funny.
I know.
Yeah, I know. There was a lot of stuff to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there was a song. There's 2 songs actually about it too.
That's
Jay.
and then the lore.
Matt the Berquist said like 1,000 times, "We want to fall for Battle Pack" on a live stream. That was an awesome. Like, dude, it's just a beautiful story. And now I'm thinking of that, I probably should put in my top 3.
Yeah, agree.
See, do we think? I sometimes hear this. Do we think this set's like one of the best selling sets ever? Like this thing, just everyone and their granny was buying this set. Like,
I would. If it's not, I'd have to say, man, it has to be up there. Because it sold and sold and sold, and then obviously it sold a lot with your normies, just your average kids wanting some Star Wars sets or whatever. But think about all the army building that was involved with that set, man.
Absolutely.
How many people bought whatever amount,
Hold up, let's go round count. How many? I'm curious.
I bought several. I can't remember exactly. Not in the dozens, but I bought several.
So you don't have an exact number?
What's that, Will?
Yeah, you don't have it.
I have a signed copy by Ryan as well that I still.
Hey, who doesn't, bro? Who doesn't?
Me.
Okay, well, we'll work on that. We'll get that done. Yeah.
I don't have any.
You don't have any?
No.
Bro fumbled. Why? Hold on. I gotta hear your reasoning behind this. Why not?
Well, when does it retire?
Is it what?
When does it retire?
End of 2022.
Maybe 2 years
Yeah,
ago?
I didn't get into it till 2022, and I am more of an OT. I am more of an OT fan.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there you go.
so probably by the time.
Martin, I've got 2. I've got a third one somewhere. I'm happy to swap you one, mate, for that set if you really want it or whatever. We'll talk off here.
Yeah. I bought.
I got the Skyhopper set.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good set.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, the bookman.
Oh right. Oh, well, just.
I bought 15 for myself. Just because I want to have an even row of 45, and I figured they'd make them again, so I would, and they did eventually. But so I got 45 for that, but I got 15 for myself. 1 for my signed copy with other boys actually, contributed to it, and then I think I gave 1 to my ex, and then I got 8 more for potential, value going up. So.
One for your ex. You need to get that back.
What? Oh no, I didn't get that. Dude. You know what?
Did you give it to her when she was your ex or when she was still your
No,
girlfriend?
when we were together, obviously. You know.
Oh.
But nah, I gave her a sealed copy because we had like a date moment with that a little bit, so I just gave it to her. You know, I don't want that back. I'm good. Plus, if I got that back, then it would ruin up my even rows of clone troopers I got. So I wouldn't even want that back. But yeah. Anyways, it looks like it's my turn, right? Is that what I'm saying? Okay.
It is. But before you go, I've added Oaktown in, but because he's got no
hello,
visual, I'm
everyone.
not sure whether he's actually there. Oh, he is there, right? Sorry, mate. We should have
Yeah.
said something sooner.
Hey,
Here you are.
down.
I'll go back down the bottom
there
again.
he is. There he is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Keep
so
making
let's-
sure the
let's get-
guests, you can see the guests. So yeah. Oh look,
Yes.
what the hell? I'm at the top now. Get out of it. Right.
Sorry.
Sorry, Oaktown. Basically, I'm in the presentation, so I'm not actually seeing anything that's going on the stream yet.
Mhm.
I'm trusting these guys to run it for me, so I blame them. Well, yeah, let's fire off with
Alright.
Will's
Got it.
number
Alright.
3. This hasn't
First
been
off-
picked yet, so
Yeah. Also, what's up, Cooper? The
Mhm.
man. All right. So this one, I know it's gonna be. You see, this is what I meant by I'm not a prequel boy. You know, I have some variety in tastes. Okay. Now for this one, for me, I love this one
Yeah, it's a good one.
because it had 2 first order Stormies, and this was the good first order Stormy. Before they made the eyes slimmer, like they were thicker. They had that Force Awakens Stormy because there's 2 different versions of first order stormtroopers. There's the 2019 version for the Rise of Skywalker, and then you got the 2015 one for the what you call it
The Force Awakens.
yeah. So I love it for that reason. Although in the later iterations of the set, like the last few of them that came out, they actually changed the stormtrooper style to the 2019 one. So I got one of these sets and I realized it had the 2019, 2017 first order Stormy, and I was like, what the? It was interesting to see. But overall, I mean, this was when Legos tried something new. They gave us some freaking first order Stormies with shields. Like,
Nice.
that was beautiful with the riot gear. Like,
No
that
shit,
was
no shit.
way better than what we got in the Takodana set for that. Also, the fact that we got a first order flame boy and an officer, like, bro, it's goated. Now, the build, it's kind of ass, but the fake selection for army building, personally, I think is great. Anyone thoughts?
Damn right. Well,
I mean,
said.
why sequels though? I
Well-
mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I think this is like the Sith Trooper one, but like done right because this one included 2 of the normal ones
Yeah.
instead of 2 of the specialty ones.
Yeah.
That was weird
That's-
about the Sith Trooper battle pack.
Yeah, I mean, don't blame me. There's probably some better ones in the ways of like sense, but I feel like in the ways of just battle pack, like logically, I feel like this one is sound. Also the fact that I just remember buying, like, this is the first one that I actually made a mass of figures of, because like I think the maximum battle packs I've ever bought were like 3 battle packs at a time for like a certain kind of set, but I think I got like 6 or 5 of these. So this was like the first one I was actually able to, get a couple of in my collection. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it would have been better if the Sith Trooper had 2 Sith Troopers and just one of the jetpack guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit the opposite of Hive,
Right.
but
Yeah,
I
I
still
agree.
think the-
I agree. This is
plus you
probably the
got
best
that
first order
Death
battle
Trooper on
pack.
the
Yep.
top, bro. Come on, that Death Trooper goes hard.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my God,
Fucking
you're
Rogue
right.
One
Yeah,
box
yeah.
art.
That box art was one
Yeah.
of the best, definitely.
I missed that Death Trooper in the corner there, man. That was good stuff.
Yeah, dude, that 2017, 2016 era. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this one. I mean, come on. This one's number 2. We got the 212 battle pack. Now, personally, I don't love that we got 2 airbornes. I think if we would have gotten 3, the 212 troopers. But this one I did not get in 2014. I saw it at Star Wars Celebration for $19, but I skipped on it there. And then I waited, and then Clone Wars Season 7 came out, and I had to pay up $70 for this. But I got this from David Hall, surprisingly, and this was before Whatnot days. So for this set, when I picked it up, I was buying it from Blaine's World, and it was like $70. I'm like, I'm finally gonna do it. I need it for my stop motions. I need those nice 212 troopers. I want it sealed. But then I found out that it came from David Hall because I was watching one of the vlogs, and I was like, oh my god, this came from David. What the fuck? Like, it was kind of wild, and like, just all the, and then I could ask them Ryan's dream. Like this is when I was like, what, 100 subscribers in the space. I'm like, hey yo, did you give a battle pack to Blaine? I'm like, boom, oh my god, like it was crazy how I found out about this. So for that reason alone, plus also the good, just generally a good battle pack. I mean, the build is great, and also the fact that I love this style of Clone Trooper. And then at least number one, which I mean, no one should be surprised about this one. Clone Walker Battle Pack. I'm surprised more people aren't picking it. I mean, it's nostalgic. Did I ever get one? No. What, did I see it on Shelf Server? No. But do I still own one today? No, I don't. But I did play Lego Star Wars: The Clone Wars 3 a lot. And I gotta say that this is by far one of my favorite battle pack builds. I actually have the build. There's like a custom build for it, and it's like a Kashyyyk version. But I've yet to own the actual physical set sealed one day. Hoping for like a nice little personal pickup for maybe 100 bucks flat one day. But man, like, come on. Right. I'm surprised I haven't seen this. Did someone else say this yet? Because I'm like, I haven't seen anyone say this yet.
Yeah. Your number one and your number two have been picked up. Padawan had your number two. Can't remember who else had your number one, but someone else. I'm sure I've seen it. Maybe not.
Like, eyes. Clone Wars eyes were like decent. I personally like the Clone Wars eyes. I mean,
no, they're creepy.
They're a little creepy, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not a
But
fan.
I only have one, and it's creepy.
So no one else here fucks with the Clone Wars eyes.
No, hell no.
I'm just not a fan.
I wasn't bothered.
Thank
They
you,
kind of look
Gohan.
weird, but that's not a bad thing. I don't think so.
All right.
But Will, I gotta say, mate, in terms of you've made it really difficult for anybody who's going to follow up, because that was got to be the most concise, in-depth, knowledgeable rundown of your own three, to the point where I can almost feel the sweat coming off you, mate. So
Well, it's exciting, bro. It's like it's just the fucking memories,
That's a passionate delivery if ever I've seen one, and yeah, we commend you for that, mate. So well done.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, they're good.
So
picks, man, no doubt.
Oaktown, are you ready, mate? Are you ready to do yours? And then we will usher out some guys then for the next round of people, unfortunately. So sorry to see people go. But while I'm getting Oaktown lined up, Hive, Will, I've already said this to you, Will, I know, but Hive, can we get you back for a full episode one day?
Of course, man. Yeah, anytime. Just let me know.
Let's do a combo up with me and Hive. We'll destroy some shit.
I'll destroy some shit with you guys.
Yeah, man. I'm always just let me know and I'll make time.
Next week.
I was thinking of,
on today too. Thank you.
I was thinking of doing a what grinds my gears with Star Wars Lego episode. And you know what? Because it's the only idea I've had for the next lot of episodes, I think I might do it. And we also unusual. This is I'll say it now because I'll probably forget it later. But we're trying to realign our sort of schedule. So we're going to be going again next week. So if anybody's available next week, hit me up. Obviously, there's going to be a limit on how many people we can get in because we've got 3 hosts. But no, we're again. This is another piece of news. We're going to go Sundays.
Oh
yeah,
dude.
we're going to try Sundays.
Hold up.
And look, I should have said this while Padawan was on. But the initial reason we went Mondays is because he was doing a UK boys. And I didn't want to clash. I didn't want to clash with that. But obviously, at the moment, I don't know what's going on with that. And obviously, if he decides to come back and do it, we'll work around him as best we can. But so I think Sunday works better. If anybody disagrees, let me know. But I think for everybody,
Sunday is definitely better. I mean, you need
I agree.
It's better for me as well.
Sorry, just one thing before we go in Oaktown. So you said you're doing Sundays, and you're starting next week on Sunday.
Yeah, we got next Sunday, and then we're going to go every fortnight following that.
Ooh, okay. Well, maybe I don't know if I'll be free, but if I can make some time, I think that would be optimal because that's where I'm dropping the first Separatist Dreadnought episode. So we'll see. We'll work something out.
Right on.
So
yeah, we'll work
PNG's
out
got to go. Take care, PNG. Nice to see you.
Thanks for tuning in. Take it easy, brother.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I really appreciate it. So Oaktown, let's do your whistle stop. So Talk us through it, mate. Number 3.
Snowtrooper Battle Pack. I mean, I'm an OT guy first and foremost. But I think that this one has a lot of cool builds. The E-Web Blaster looks really cool. The Speeder looks awesome. The Snow, I mean, it's good terrain, I guess. So I think very army buildable. Yeah, it's really cool.
I agree about the builds. They are nice. That
The reason why-
gun and everything, man, is good stuff.
The reason why it wouldn't be higher is I think it's probably because, you know, I'm so happy that we got this battle pack. It's great, but it doesn't add as much uniqueness as some other ones, I think. So yeah. No, but it's still great.
The one thing I'll quickly interject on this is that the ratio of figures in here is spot on, because, you know, if you don't want, you know, in previous battle packs, if this had come out, say, 10 years earlier, they would have done 2 Scout and 2 Snowtrooper, and then it would have been like, oh, it's not quite right. But the fact that they've just peppered it with 1 and then 3 of the Snow, perfect.
Yep, I agree.
And I was a little bit on the fence with this box art because, you know, although we've had lots of different versions of box art over the years, there's always been that banner across the top, and they were getting rid of that. I was like, why? It's synonymous with Star Wars Lego. But it's kind of grown on me. The fact that they've changed the coloring or the band depends on, you know, the franchise or the sort of subcategory, and that figure in the bottom corner, you know, it's grown on me. It works. So, yeah.
You know, and to the Scout Trooper thing too, man. I mean, and I'm glad they did that because it makes sense, because you're gonna have more troopers than you would like a Scout. You know.
Yeah. You got messed up with the AT-AT though. They should have put 2 Scouts in the AT-AT because, like, you know, you keep buying these battle packs. You're in the brick like 2 Scout Troopers or something for the 2 Speeders and the AT-AT. You know, I don't. I mean.
Yeah, because you're gonna want more as your build gets bigger. You know what I mean? You just don't want a bunch compared to like the troopers. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that definitely.
Yeah. But that's just
the brown gloves. The brown gloves as well. I liked where they added the sort of brownish gloves, hand gloves as opposed
Were they
to
brown?
white.
Okay.
Is it this one that they did it in?
Are they gray? I think that they might be gray.
They're the tan.
Oh, yeah. They're a dark tan.
The tan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a nice addition. Because I think in the movie they're actually supposed to be white. They're just dirty.
Yeah.
But represents it well. Anyway.
The Scout Trooper's white, but the others are tan.
Number 2, 501st Battle Pack. I mean, main reason why it's the story behind it. You know, such a legendary story. You know, and also, you know, this definitely added, you know, it's one, like, again, I said, you know, Snowtrooper Battle Pack isn't higher because it's not as unique as some other ones. You know, this one, 501st, is more unique because we hadn't gotten 501st Troopers in a long time. And yeah, that's why. And, you know, just what a legendary set, I guess. The Jet Trooper looks cool. The 501st Troopers look cool. Great to get 2 battle droids. The builds are cool. Definitely not, I think, the best among all battle packs, but still cool.
Yeah.
Oversized for sure, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta remember we had 20th anniversary ATDP set that was like $30, and you know, like
that was oversized too.
Sizes that, and then
at least it goes with that.
What's up?
At least it goes well along with that one.
It does, and I mean for the same price, and you got a whole Bark Speeder with this set, like, you know, I gotta say, pretty good value, you know. So.
Basically, these 2 are like super battle packs, aren't they? Really?
Yeah. Number 1, the Clone and Droid Battle Pack. I mean, you know, it's great to get, you know, these it's a remake of the first 2. They definitely remade a lot of the clone stuff very much, and you know, the Separatist stuff they changed a little bit. But I feel like with the clone vehicles, they're not the best for sure. While the Separatist ones, I actually think are really cool. And the clones, I think they all look good, except there should have been a 327th Trooper instead of a 3rd reg. Yeah. And, you know, I guess the stamp looks good, except it could have used a print or I guess a sticker for the Separatist insignia or something.
Yeah. The older versions of the stamp are superior to this, definitely.
Yeah, probably.
I would have liked the brown stop. It's been a hot minute since we've got the episode 1 kind of.
They did that one in the advent calendar the year before.
Yeah, they did. but that was kind of too.
Pretend I didn't say what I just said.
It's gonna be hard to army build with that having a calendar.
Yeah, yep, I agree.
If you find having calendars for $7 at Costco, it ain't that bad.
Well, yeah, there you
What
go.
the hell?
Mine, just let you know there's 2 more in the green room.
2 boys.
Yeah, look, guys.
Yeah, no, I should go.
Guys, I thought my limit was 9 for some reason, but apparently it's 6. So look, guys. Again, like I said, apologies. I can't keep you all on longer. I love this dynamic is fantastic. But we're gonna say goodbye to Hive, the mighty Hive, and thanks for not promising, but
no, the pleasure is all mine.
Giving us the idea that you might be back. So. But thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Thanks for having.
Great to meet you, Hive.
Appreciate it, mate.
Looking forward to seeing you at Chicago.
I can't wait to meet you guys, and it's a pleasure meeting you guys too.
Well, you're the closest to my age, so that'd be nice.
So we can have some stuff to talk about. But thanks again for having me on, guys. And whenever you want me on again, just let me know. Reach out to me, and I'll make time. So
happy to hear. Thank you guys so much.
Cool.
Really
see you on Sunday then.
Yeah.
Confirmed locked in.
I'll see you guys later, man.
All right. Take care.
See you.
All the best now. Stay safe.
So I think the what is it called? Octupara droid. It looks cool. It looks good.
Yeah.
And just overall great battle pack. I think that it's probably the one that has the best playability.
Get him.
As a battle pack.
Oh, absolutely.
Get him up there.
Yeah, those are the
get him up there. No,
I had him
get him
there.
up there. Get him up there. Yes.
Bro had the theme song loaded up for on the way.
It's like wrestling. You got to have the song, you know?
Oh my
Bro,
days.
that's fucking legendary.
What is happening? And welcome to the finale of Cool Hang Luke. Yeah.
So I got to do the same. Oh hell, Sean. Oh hell, Sean. By the way, that's from Men in Black 2, if anyone wants to know.
Oh yeah.
Guys, let me rein this in. Let me rein this in just a
Sorry.
second, because we've got someone else waiting. Will Bricks, mate, again, love to keep you on. Thanks for saying you're going to come back sometime soon, and I appreciate your time.
Been an honor.
The most
Nice to meet you, Will.
rundown of your top 3 ever.
Yeah, nice to see you.
We'll see you soon, Will. Thanks, mate.
See ya. Peace out.
Take care.
See you later.
Bye.
So, let's get Jules in, because he's also waiting. And Oaktown, you're free to hang around for a little bit longer. I know you didn't quite finish your top 3, so we will get back to you, mate. Just want to welcome in our 2 guests. So we got Joel from Joel's Bricks, showing the right way off of ACOB.
Evening, Sean.
Hey guys, thanks for taking it. So,
Evening, boys.
How do you think? What do you think of the presentation so far?
I've had it on in the background between doing Sundays, like honeydew day, so I've been digging and like working, but it looks cool. I mean, the graphics and everything are pretty cool, and I like that you're giving everybody time to go through their picks. Looks like a tight production from what I've seen.
Yeah, and it took my girlfriend all of about 2 hours. So so yeah, in a tight spot, she did quite a good job. Kirsty, Dub's in the chat really for Kirsty.
Yeah,
she did a fantastic job. So, Jules, how are we doing, mate? Considering you were a phone-in originally, you've decided to pop in. Thanks for spending the time, mate.
Yeah, no probs. So pretty much, I was meant to go and like see family, but like because the floods, I couldn't. So yeah, just would pop on since I'm not going out to say.
Oh yeah, we got severe weather warnings here in the UK. Probably a drop in the ocean, literally, compared to what the US.
Oh god, yeah, nothing.
Oh yeah.
We haven't got the
Storm Bert?
Yeah, we haven't got the infrastructure to deal with it, so we have a little bit of rain and the whole place goes to pot. But yeah, but yeah, hopefully everybody's safe with you anyway, mate. And one thing I will say is Joel did a fantastic job of putting together a little video, because he wasn't going to be able to make it live, and I'm still going to play that video, Joel, because I've watched it about 3 times. I was just absolutely creased. So stick with us, guys. We have got some more exciting things to come, i.e. Joel's video. And I will just quickly mention that Fit Lego Guy also wasn't able to make it. We've got a video from him, but I did notice he popped in the chat, so I've sent him the link. He may pop up, maybe not. We'll see. but it'd be lovely to get him on. Oaktown, mate, you're free to stay a little bit longer if you like, because I know you kind of came in a little bit later. But finish off with your number one, mate. You got cut off several times there. Go for it.
Yeah, I just think that it's a great battle pack. I mean, again, I think it has possibly the best playability of any battle pack ever. Remakes are cool, I guess. You know, just stack lineup. It's great to get the super battle droids again, for sure. And also, plain E1 battle droids, always great.
No, absolutely. They were kind of long overdue. One thing I'll say on this screen that you guys are looking at, there's one thing I missed, and it gives me nostalgic vibes on here more than anything else, and that's Oaktown's hair. That luscious head of hair. Why have you got rid of that, mate? I don't know. Yeah, absolutely.
You and Tyler with that luxurious mane.
I was going to say he's in competition with Tyler.
But no, it's mate. I don't know. You got to grow that back.
The best hair in Lego.
Don't worry.
When you start losing it, mate, you will wish you'd kept on to it as long as possible.
I don't think that I'm gonna lose it genetically wise, but
nobody ever.
Nobody knows.
So Sean, aka Sean the Right Way, aka founding member of ACOB, and I think at least two of us are wearing our Boxer Boys t-shirts in honor of your presence.
Very nice, very nice.
And Jared Boys hat.
Nice. So yeah, we all the stops were pulled out for you, mate. So
appreciate it.
But look, take it away. Number 3.
Number 3. So number 3, I was getting into the game, and there was a lot of stuff that was out that I wasn't ultra familiar with because I have a blind spot with Clone Wars animated. I'm still working on. I'm slowly trudging through. It's just the cartoon stuff's tough, but these I instantly recognized, and more importantly than that, because this was from a pivotal scene in the franchise. But more than that, they just look badass. Both the scouts and the grunts. In hand, these are some of my favorite clones of all time, and anytime I see them, especially if there's a lot and they're not crazy ridiculous, I'm scooping them up. So for number 3, also this is very important, the spelling is a lot of fun with these, and of course I'm talking about the Kashyyyk troopers. That's with 3 Y's.
Oh yeah.
This one's come up a few times actually. Yeah,
that's because it's a heater. I believe this was in the Boxer Boys music video too, so I mean this is an important set.
Well, you don't want to hear the slander I gave earlier to it.
Go for it. It's not going to change my mind.
I mean, it was just the same year we got the Airborne 2112 Battalion. I got the Kashyyyk one instead, and I've regretted it.
What? I mean, that's, it's not so much.
I agree. The Utapau is better than the Kashyyyk.
This is why everybody has their own list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love the Sheik.
Each to their own. Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because a lot of people feel that way, and that's what drives these up, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
I prefer the Kashyyyk one.
Number 2, I mean, so this is in my first year or two of collecting, just seeing which ACOB, our brand, is definitely hype. This thing shot out like a rocket. It was something people had wanted for years, petitioning for it. And of course, one of the most famous legions that did not get the full treatment, as it were, historically. And so started off as like, I'm really happy that everybody got this because they've been pining for it. I'm always a fan of that, even if it's not for me. But at some point in this, like I said, I started getting into more of the Clone Boy world. And luckily I did that enough time to scoop up a pretty girthy amount of these guys. And as it turns out, this was one of the better ways to get them sans helmet holes. Shout out to Ryan on that one. I know that the builds and all that get a little bit of heat. Just full disclosure, when I'm buying a battle pack, I could give 2 shits about the builds, quite frankly. If it's a bonus, cool, but I don't ever hold the build against it, because I mean, it says it right there in the title. Like, this is an army builder. I think a lot of us would probably be fine if they saved the earth a little bit and just shot us whatever 4-6 figs in a box and called it a day. So yeah, 501st, just for a couple of reasons. They're beautiful figs, really well done, clean, and the hype obviously was unparalleled, I think, up until this point.
I think the biggest comment I've got on this, and I know other people have mentioned it briefly, but M&R, Ryan, I know you've got quite a good little close relationship with him, but it's the irony of the whole situation where he was the kind of driving factor behind this this set coming into fruition, but then he was also the pioneer for helmet hole, being against helmet holes. So it was almost like you know, a punch in the gut, basically, after giving him such good news or whatever. So that's kind of,
you don't have helmet
holes. No. I know this one was okay, but what I'm saying is after this is when it went kind of downhill. So it was kind of like, yeah, you got the set you wanted, but that's the last time you're going to see him the way you want.
Yeah.
So
you know, everything comes around. I think you know, he's definitely the most you know, vocal, has the biggest platform, but there's a lot more. It's interesting, right? Because for every time he says it, you've got people in it's divisive, you know. Some are like, I don't care. And then some are about it, you know. And so I think like the vocal minority, you know, am I saying that right? I think there's chirping on both sides, and like I tend to, and not just because we're buds, but I tend to like agree with Ryan on this one. Like, if you have the capabilities to make something accurate, you just did it in the set before these new 501st we have. Why can't you just keep it that way? You know, and we all know the answer, which is money and resources. And them having, for whatever reason, it was more costly, because if it was cheaper to do this, they would have kept these helmets, but it wasn't. So anyway, it's more effective for them to just put in the holy helmets. I don't sit there and not buy anything over it, but it's like, again, I feel the same way I do about the builds. It's like, you know, yeah, it'd be nice to have, but like, ultimately it doesn't. It doesn't prevent me from a perch, you know.
No, so I think the thing we established early when we talked about it was that if they'd redone the helmet and just kind of moved the helmet hole, which is essentially what they did, but take the other nubbin out where the helmet hole used to be, I don't think people would have been as bothered, or they wouldn't have noticed. It's the fact that they left the two there, so it's kind of like, what's that about? But,
yeah, and you know, again, like, it's just interesting because they tried to, you know, capture lightning in a bottle by re-releasing, you know, the heavies and everything after, and they just missed one little point, which is, and again, it's hard to say, but he moves needles, man. And like they Ryan, and you know, if people, not me, but people will kind of buy what he recommends and not, you know, and so it's just interesting. I know there's an interesting relationship with them, but like, you know, it's always coming from a place of accuracy, and that's hard to argue, like, ever. You know, some call it nitpicking, some call it, I want it to be the best it can be, and that's what you advertise. So, but this set right here, I mean, yeah, I love it. If I have to say one thing, because you know, we run commentary. You know, a little bit of an uneven battle, unlike number one. I think you know, this is it's cool. You're definitely buying it for the clone. It's always good to get a couple droids and the builds, whatever. But yeah, it's a great set, Hall of Famer for sure.
Okay, so number one. Give it a second.
Yep, number one should be no surprise. It looks like it's almost a consensus number one for the few I've tuned into. You know, the clone and droid battle pack. Again, what I just left off with, this one absolutely executes on, which is having a fairly reasonable battlefield, and the best part is very stackable, meaning, you know, you're not getting individual named characters. This is, you know, kind of a purist battle pack. I think for Lego, it hits a price point, and they can close to justify the price point, $30 here in the US. You didn't really hear many people chirping that it was the wrong price. It allowed
Mhm.
Lego to allow their retail partners to execute a $30 sale. Thus, they'll get more on the wholesale for them. They could, in theory, move less units than they have to with the other one, and still get more per unit on a sale as far as revenue. I'm going to kind of go all over the place with this because you're kind of like, why did they do this? This is almost shocking of how generous they are. And I think what this is this is a way to usher a $30 battle pack into our lives and us be okay with it. And they're being really careful not to. I mean, they could have easily, I don't think anyone on this panel will be shocked if they put 35, 40, we would have all complained, but 35, people would have been like, yeah, but you're getting decent at 30. I mean, a lot of us weren't even waiting for, a 20% off Tony or anything like that. We're just loading up. Now that it's 24 in the States, like, and elsewhere, I know it's on discount. It's really a no-brainer to do a Target toss. I'm trying to think of an Argos kind of alliteration there, but
good luck.
But
it's been on sale over here quite a bit as well. So
a Smith's Slam, whatever. But the point is, it's just very
a Tesco toss.
I'm impressed that you know some of the shops. Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead.
No, I agree. Like it's just I just think it's a perfect set.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. And then again, like earlier I said, we're not going to hold anything side builds against it, but in this one, it's actually a bonus in my opinion. You can nitpick, I know not everybody's thrilled with the builds, but what I'm looking at right here, again, considering most people would buy this sans build for that price, you're getting some great little side builds or good enough side builds here. And I think honestly, man, you get 2 or 3 of these and you could have a good time, as far as if you're actually someone that plays with or sets up scenes and all that. It's a complete experience in a box. And I've gone on record 1,000,000 times saying that is what I love most about Lego. That is what Lego does that nobody else can do. And a lot of people don't think about that. Specifically, when you go to Marvel and you buy their action figures, you can get a couple of the Avengers and they're $20 a piece, let's just say, and it's like, cool, I got 3 Avengers. And then if you want to buy a vehicle, I don't even know what their vehicles are, but I'd imagine 60, 100 bucks like ours, and you're only halfway there because then you need your villains, their vehicle. I like the fact with Lego, you can, not every set obviously, but most of the times they'll give you enough to have a vehicle, a figure, an environment, all in one box, and that is something that the other toy companies really can't touch, especially for adult collectors, I would say. So this one's Aces Hall of Famer, and in my estimation, best battle pack they've ever released, and I hope it's a template for things to come.
Wow, well said, Sean. Jesus, I could see the salesman in you throughout that, because that's probably going to be the most sales-based information that we've had. So yeah, good, mate. I really appreciate that. So what we're going to do is we're going to now, Joel, I have done a setup like this for you, but I really want to play your video. I need to inject a little bit of a comedic.
I've heard it's funny.
It's very funny. Well, I found it funny. Me and Kirsty were laughing. So look, we will put your 3 up here with everybody else, but I'm just going to play the video. So let's see if I can get this one.
But it was like very last minute. I sort of found out it wasn't going. So yeah.
Yeah. So all right, let's have a look. Trying to work out which one of these it is. Is it that one or is it?
Padawan woke up Sam over these too. I didn't know that. Wow.
No, I think he said he nearly did.
Oh,
that would have been. Can't beat the first time the classic.
14, man. Damn, that's still only like what 17, 18 US. That's a hell of a deal.
I have to say, this set has been on sale on Amazon quite frequently.
Yeah, no, it has here 24 on the regular, 20% off for us. But I think the day will come when it'll dip below and it's going to be feeding frenzy. I think,
It's still insane to me that it's like it's been nearly a year since it came out. It's like the hype around it was really good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right. You ready, guys?
Yeah.
All right, hello there, stream. How's it going? So first of all, congrats, Kalan, for reaching 10 episodes.
Oh shit!
I have to listen to my own voice. Oh no.
Muted.
So I was visiting family, but yeah, here's my top 3 battle packs. Before I get into this, I do want to quickly say I've watched the original Star Wars films, but I don't really understand like the clone armies and that kind of stuff. Like I don't understand like the names of stuff, what stuff
Makes
does.
sense.
Like I'm very like clueless when it comes to that kind of stuff. Anyways, yeah, here's my top 3 battle packs. All right, coming in number 3, we have the Mandalorian battle pack. I don't know, just kind of like this one, and yeah, I did buy it back in the day. I think it was when battle packs used to be like 13 quid or whatever. So yeah, that's going in 3rd place. In 2nd place, we have the Flavor First battle pack, mainly because like, you know, the whole M&R thing where like you did like a whole campaign to try and get it made. And yeah, the only reason it's really in 2nd place because like the whole story behind it. Alright, and of course in 1st place we have the monkey battle pack. This is just an all-round battle pack. You get 4 monkeys and a tree, and yeah, this battle pack is honestly goated. Probably one of the best Lego sets of all time, just because we're getting 4 monkeys in a battle pack, and that is like ridiculous. So yeah, that's my top 3 battle packs of all time. Alright, and whilst I'm here, I might as well just quickly self-plugs. So hi, I'm Joel. This is my YouTube channel. You should all go and subscribe because I'm very desperate for subscribers. Yeah, I post decent videos at decently consistent basis, so yeah, you should all definitely go and subscribe. Anyways, yeah, enjoy the rest of the stream, guys, and yeah, goodbye, I guess.
Nice.
Monkey battle pack.
Well done.
It is peak. I got it on like the shelf behind me.
Oh, now I know what you meant earlier, Slurpee. Oh, that was nearly a spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody hates the sound of their own voice, Joel. Don't worry about that.
I didn't want to give much away.
Monkey.
But I think you had a good point, because I didn't necessarily. I sent a lot of messages out, and I when I went back, I did realize that in some of them I just said battle pack, and in others I said Star Wars battle pack. So, in fairness, you kind of thought outside the box, because I was expecting someone to put the Owl battle pack in there as well.
Yeah.
So it does count, and you know that was a good selection of monkeys in there for a good price. So
also, it's only like $8.99.
Yeah, well done, mate, and
it's affordable.
And obviously, you're probably, in fairness though to you, you're probably one of the least Star Wars sort of orientated people that we've had on the show, because obviously
Probably, yeah.
we don't just do Star Wars here. So I got you on because a fellow Welshman, but also I've got a chance to meet you in person since. And Jules is also the first person who I signed a brick for. So it was a bit of a humbling experience. Just like we are around Sean and Hive. I was a bit like humbled by a young chap coming up to me at a brick festival and asking me for my autograph, even though his Sharpie pen had no nib. But still, it was a humbling experience. Just show it off, mate. So I managed with that flat nib you gave me. I managed to pull it off, didn't I? So
hell yeah.
Never mind. The first one I ever did was we did a release day back when I lived in LA, and I met up with Shy, and we were just standing in line, and he hands me the brick. I'm like, what is this? I didn't even know it was a thing. And he had me sign one. I mean, since then there's been more and whatnot, but like, yeah, you always remember that first one for sure.
No, it was quite a proud moment for me. So, but yeah, we'll get back into we'll give this a go for you. So let me just check you guys can see that, right? Yeah. So yeah, monkey battle pack, and it's worth saying that when I was setting up these windows for the sets, learning for next time, they were supposed to have been the size of the set, so the set was the box, but for some reason I just I dropped the ball basically, and that's why they kind of look a bit chopped off. However, weirdly, out of all the sets, the only one it did work for was the monkey battle pack. So it says it all, because look, that's how they should have all looked. But for whatever reason, they did this kind of weird thing where they chop pieces off. So yeah, I think battle pack is superior in that way at least.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because I cut and pasted, I downloaded like a sticker version of the picture as opposed to a picture of the picture, if that makes sense. But anyway, I digress. But So we got a little bit of time now because the only other person we've got lined up is a video from Fit Lego Guy.
Hit Lego Guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Don't
what
forget
we'll do
mine
is
and
we'll go back
yours.
because we haven't done Whittaker's and we haven't done mine.
Yeah.
And now that
God,
I've done
yeah.
everybody else's, I'm kind of really glad that I picked the ones I did because I think I'm the only person who picked ones nobody else has. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think somebody's
And
picked
for good
all mine.
reason, you know. I just. Yeah, that's all.
Well, I won't give too much away, but I saw your third one. I was quite surprised. Oh, look, show all. Hey. No surprises there. Then.
Boys, I like that. Cool. Huh? Listen, my time is short. I apologize. I still have Sundays are tough. You know, I got the around the house stuff, but I wanted to interview you for a second, okay, sir? Since we have a little bit of a lull. How has the first 10 been?
Go for it.
Has it been tough to be consistent? I mean, hitting milestones is a big thing. I don't even know what number we're on now, 100. But has it been tough to do it every week? What motivates you? What are you looking for in the next 40, 90 episodes?
Well,
do you want to get?
We
to
have
20
spoken
first?
about this. Yeah, we have spoken about this at length on the panel, but or at least between my co-hosts. So I think we always started off with the intention of it being consistent and being organic. You know, I'm not too proud to admit that we took some inspiration from the likes of yourselves and a few other streaming shows out there in terms of how we set up, but really we only ever wanted it to be sort of consistent, somewhere for people to come and like hang out, if you like, a different day of the week, spread it out a little bit, and really just get. I think my main focus wasn't just to have a chat show because there was plenty of people doing that, but it was to try and honor members of the community who I appreciated, and honor members of the community who are perhaps undervalued in terms of, you know, I'm not going to sort of name names, but everybody we've had on this show, I feel like deserves a bit of a soapbox. And although, you know, I'm not inviting them on a show that's got thousands of followers. In most cases, they've got more followers than me anyway. But it's just a nice opportunity to sort of chat to people, get to know different sides of the Lego community, and just kind of be that person who can, you know, shine a light on them. That was the only thing I really wanted to do, because ever since joining this community, I've just been blown away by how inviting people are, how welcoming people are, and how sort of accommodating they are. And that obviously was my sort of take to pay it forward a little bit. So there's a bit of that. I'm a natural kind of the type of person who wants to take on responsibility. So I think there was a conversation between me and Whittaker during the Girth Gang sort of chats, where I'd had the idea to do a little bit of a show myself, something similar to what UK Boys were doing, but just put our own spin on it. Do I think we're doing something? Do I think we've got a unique selling point at the moment? No, I don't think so. I think that's going to come with time. I think, you know, we've kind of relied heavily on people like yourselves coming in and sort of helping us shine a light on ourselves. But overall, look, all I want to do is carry on doing what we've doing. If we grow slowly, one new follower a week, one new follower a month, then we're going in the right direction. But I never did this to become some huge, big thing. I don't think anybody does. They certainly don't expect.
We
that,
just want to have fun. No, I mean, you got the right attitude, and it does take. I don't know how many shows it takes to find like your. I mean, we all have a voice, right? But to figure out like sort of what the show is, because the show on the surface, they're all, like you said, they're kind of similar. I think there's nuances, and that only comes with time. For us, it like just turned out people started gravitating towards just the wild shit stuff, I would say. So like, you know, and you just really gotta scan the chat, which this isn't a knock, but while it's, you know, smaller, you'll have less comments. You can really start trying to zero in on what people are calling out. And I like that point you made, or look at what they're talking about in the chat, and it's like, well, maybe do more of that, you know what I mean? And so I think the other thing that's important is, even if you're doing it not to be famous or whatever or blow up, you do got to remember that, or at least for me and us, is you got to do some stuff for you, but you got to do some stuff for them. And as long as you do that, like you hear that, you actually hear that from some of the bigger guys and gals out there, but it's true because one, you got to do stuff that you like. It keeps you sane. You got to do stuff that they like. It keeps them coming back. And I think by having to sort of exercise muscles that aren't your favorite ones to exercise, which is meaning doing stuff that maybe they want more than you want to do, I think that's great because you get to learn a lot more. It's well documented. I'm an OT guy, but now I know more about Clone Wars stuff than I ever would have because I was like, oh, well, they really light up when we talk about that. And so, so
that's why I let them do Croc Talk.
Yeah, Croc Talk. And that's the other thing, don't be afraid to try stuff, man. Like, if you feel like it's getting stale and when it becomes a chore, because it does. I mean, there's weeks where, I don't have nothing. I'm like, let's just see what we can make of it. You can try new things, try new segments. If not for your own sanity, then maybe the audience will like it and something sticks. It really is cool to be able to throw stuff against the wall and see what works. And 10 episodes in, you guys are right where you should be as far as metrics. I mean, we had the same 6 people coming through, and the playbook's there. You bring people on, and I think what's nice about this community, you nailed it. When we were on our second episode, and we had 20 whatever subscribers, I don't even remember. And that was a channel that I had from something else I did, by the way. So those weren't even earned. But we reached out to who was Life a Lego, who was like this controversial.
Oh yes,
burying it. And he had a lot of heat on him, and me being basically a wrestling promoter, I'm like, hey man, I bet no one else is going to ask you to come on their show, but I bet you'd like to come on ours and air out some grievances. And he's like, hell yeah. And it's funny, he wasn't, I don't know what he was. I'm making this up, maybe 50K. He wasn't a monster, but he wasn't a nobody either. And here we are with 20. And you find that no matter what size and scale you are, most of the time, it's like the old adage, you ask 10 girls out, one will eventually say yes or whatever. Like, a lot of them, I don't know. You got to approach people the right way and all that stuff, obviously, and let them know what upside there is for them. Like, hey, we see your videos, but I think if we could sit down and talk to you, I think your audience would like to learn more about you. And I understand that type of video might not work on your channel, but if you'd like to come talk on my channel and maybe have them come see you on my channel in a light that they've never seen. Blah 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 blah. So I'm giving everybody the playbook, but in addition to that, man, you got to have the grind mentality. You got to answer the bell. You got to figure out ways to plan around holidays and get the family and all that stuff. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. So I on your anniversary, I want to impart you and like you said, pay it forward with whatever we can do. But the first step, bro, you took it. You're doing it. I know you took breaks. That's all right. We all do. You're doing it with consistency, and it seems like you're happy doing it, and that is the most important thing, man.
Yeah. No, I appreciate the tips, mate, and the advice, and obviously, look, I think what you said is right. I was going through a bit of a dark patch myself personally, and I just wanted something to commit to that I could give my all to. It just so happened there was 2 other guys out there, and I got to be honest, we wouldn't be here. Or I wouldn't be here. This channel wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fact that I had 2 great co-hosts who've kind of helped prop it up. And I'm glad that Oaktown is here because he's kind of steadied the gap a little bit as well. So, but no, but look, having said that, what you said, Sean, your last comment there about getting people on, I've noticed that you've been in a couple of conversations where you kind of, I wouldn't say you're losing the battle because you do speak, for probably 2 people generally because you're quite well versed. But in your conversations about how the prequel was treated, I'm like I'm just kind of shouting at the screen like they don't understand, Sean. Well, I think because I was there too. We're the same age. Roughly, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you got to remember when we were, not to be reverse ageist here, but when we were 20 years younger, we thought we knew everything too, right? So it's all good.
Well, the point I was trying to get at is
Some
if you
old
want to
man
come on,
telling you something, you're like, there's no way. No, but no, I think the other reason it works is obviously there's a huge age gap. I think I got almost 20, not quite. That's not 20 with most of our guests and people that are on are about 20 years younger. Brent isn't quite that, but he's significantly younger. And I think those two perspectives, that peanut butter and jelly, just makes it work. And then, the Tylers of the world that ride for that stuff. And yeah, I think, but that friction, if everybody's kumbaya, now this is where the entertainment I think comes in, is people are yelling at the screen like you saying he's right, and I guarantee there's just as many on the other side be like he's crazy. There's no way the sequels make a comeback, and all this stuff. And
I think we're quite balanced with us three. You got obviously young, and then Hands in the middle, and I'm the old one. So yeah,
I mean,
got a nice balance. But the point I was trying to get at, Sean,
because you get your analytics, man, and you see the mix is a beautiful thing. It's like of the three main demographics, so it's almost 30%, 30%. For men and old. Only 9% girls, which shout out to the girls who watch ACOB. But yeah, so but again, a lot of that stuff is we just see that it causes a lot of chatter, and like I love digging in and having a position. I think you guys have seen. I think debate is good as long as it's all.
It's entertainment too.
Nothing has ever once devolved into personal attacks or anything like that, because it's all at the end of the day we're a bunch of grown-ups talking about toys. But
I love it. I think it's class.
Yeah, I mean, and as long as but I know sometimes it goes on too long, and I guess that's my last piece of advice, is like don't be afraid to dump out of something. You do a nice job of steering back, as you're going to do to me. You're going to steer back into your list what you need to do, but the sidebars, while they are entertaining for long-time listeners, I would think, depending on the topic. For new people that were advertised something on the thumbnail, you have to get back to that at some point, because eventually they're like, oh, is it just another podcast with two dudes talking and they think what they have to say is so important? You know what I mean? Because there's about a billion of those.
No, that's right.
It's a lot. I know I'm dropping them up.
I think we have tried to branch out a little bit. I was well out of my comfort zone doing Ninjago. But Oaktown really helped us with that. But I learned a lot from it. I think it really helped. But no, Sean, look, before you go, what I'll say is everybody who's been on who hasn't been on before, we've asked if they can or they'd like to come back, do a full episode. And the one thing we do, I guess it is a kind of a unique selling point for us, and doing what you kind of already suggested, is that we try to let them pick the topic they want to discuss. So, mate, you're more than welcome to come back anytime you like. You pick the topic, we'll hash it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Sundays are tough, but there's going to be one that's easy. I'd say we get past the holidays, and I'd like to do a full one. It's cool to be the guest and not have to play videos and do all the work, quite frankly. So I'm always down to spit Lego, dude, always. So I know I talked a lot, but I wanted to cram everything in this little bit of time. I have a little bit of literal daylight left to go finish a storage shed that I'm building for the family. And so with that,
goodbye, Sean.
Well, it's great to meet you, Sean. I look forward to Chicago next year.
Yes, sir.
Sean, I'm going to continue to shitpost in the ACOB Discord.
Yeah, man. Keep doing it. Cool on for Oaktown, for Joel, for Whittaky, for Slurpee. This has been Sean the Right Way. Continue the show. Going outside to do manual labor. Peace.
Cheers, Sean.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you.
How do I get out of there?
Wow.
Nice.
Legend. A legend. Absolute
Joel.
legend.
Actually, sorry, I'll be back in 1 sec. I want to show something for Joel real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Joel, I do appreciate you kind of being a bit outspoken there, mate, especially because you're not a huge Star Wars guy. But we'll keep you on as long as you're free, mate, to carry on our lists.
Yeah, I'm
You,
recruiting for
On
all
that note, I better get off. I think.
Yeah, you shooting off me, yeah.
Who, me? No, I was joking. Then I was waiting for you to say, "Well, you still got yours to do." And
Joel,
Yes.
sorry,
Hello.
you're on about the monkey battle pack.
Oh yeah.
This is my favorite monkey, and I wish they'd bring it back.
Oh my god.
The El Clasico. But yeah,
The new ones are better. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure whether Sean knows we can still see him. He hadn't turned his camera off. I hope he doesn't do anything he's not supposed to be doing.
Really?
Sean, if you can hear
oh
us,
my
mate,
god.
Okay.
You wanna
we can still
ban
see you.
no, it's just a black screen for me when I can't see him.
I can see him, but I can't.
See,
I
Sean.
can't. Okay,
Wait.
just me then.
Right.
All right, let me just kick him out, just in case he does decide to.
I do have one thing I do really want to say on this stream.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, give us a sec.
Right.
Mate.
Oh, right, okay.
No, wait a sec. Yeah, go.
Right, so Kulan, I just want to say thank you for pointing out how bad my hair looked last stream. I ended up spending like 4 hours scrolling through TikTok to try and find a solution.
Mate, never once
Right.
did I say bad. Anybody who's got more hair than I have, I worship him, mate. 'Cause,
Like, I think it looks
even when I did have hair, it was.
Does
No,
that look
mate, it was
decent?
amazing.
Your hair looks cool.
Okay.
It's fine.
Please, mate. Please, mate.
Well,
Honestly,
look,
don't
wish I
think
can
we
I
had-
have some of it, please?
It was only.
I don't remember having hair like that. Oh,
Well, anything we said to you, and we've said something similar to Oaktown. It was only out of love and it was out of respect, and we actually genuinely, at least me, love the haircut. I think it's cool, mate. So trust me, there was no ill intent.
No,
Any of
it
those
wasn't
comments.
like he was like being mean about it. But, like I watched it back and I realized, oh my god, that looks terrible from the side.
Oh, mate, I thought
I didn't notice.
myself.
right.
But yeah, I've sort of fixed it now. So yeah.
No, mate, I thought it was great. I thought it was great.
Are we ready for my top three then? Even though everyone's seen the third one for the last half an hour.
Yeah, sorry, mate. You always get the shit into the stick, don't you, man?
I do, yeah.
It's my
Never
lot in
mind.
life.
Hold on, I ain't gone through three yet.
Wait, did you not do 3? I thought you did. Sorry.
No, I went to start and then obviously Sean.
Yeah, Sean, taking over the airways as usual. Right, there you go.
Nah, that's all fine. You had some good things to say. Yeah, so obviously a bit different. I must admit, I did miss out that set. I think Slurp, you had it at number 2 and Padma had it at number 1. If I would have seen that, I would have probably put that one here. But at the end of the day, yeah, something a bit different because obviously I am a bit biased. I'm more OT. Don't get me wrong. You know, some of the clone sets are great, but I don't collect them. They're not for me, so there won't be no clone ones in here, I'm afraid. So this, I love Mandalorians anyway, and I enjoyed the program. So yeah, that's why it's number 3. You can switch and swap the helmets around, and yeah.
Yeah, that's always the best thing for me. And in this one, in fairness, the armor and the helmets do kind of match, but that's not to say they
Yeah,
shouldn't mix
but you
and
can
match.
still swap them, and if you've got the other ones in blue as well, you can swap them around a bit. Yeah, just
And any huge fans out there, tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure when they made the Mandalorian TV show, which came after this set, they got ideas for background characters from this Lego set, because these all
I think
some of these.
it wouldn't surprise me because they look very similar.
I think this battle
Sorry.
pack came out in 2021.
Was it
and the
after the
Mandalorian.
It wasn't after the Mandalorian.
It was, yeah, it was.
Oh, sorry, no, not the show, but the episode in which these guys appeared was in season 2, right? Maybe even season 3. I can't remember, but what I'm saying is this set wasn't on shelves when that TV show sort of came out. So, because there's 2 females in this, right? There's 2 males and 2 females Mandalorians in this pack. Not that it's like a lot of difference, but they're kind of.
When
they
did the
got a
Mandalorian come out then? Only
2020.
feels like bloody hell, really? God, it only feels like about 2 years ago.
October
Jesus Christ.
2019.
Yeah,
It was right before.
Right.
Season 2 was in 2020. the following year, and then there was a gap.
Yeah, so I think this was season 3. They appear when they're all sort of stood outside the cave on that planet when they've been kind of exiled.
And of course,
from the-
obviously different colours, but the same. The two little builds are basically the same builds from the blue pack.
That's right.
But different colours. But like I said, it's not so much about the builds. This one's just classic. I'm a big Stormy, so you got your. I'm almost would say this tie with the original because there's not much difference. So whichever one you prefer. But I like this one. And obviously, you get the bonus Han Solo if you only bought the 1 pack. So just Stormies. That's me. And obviously the number 1.
Ooh,
is a good old snowpack. Yes. See, and obviously, I mean, I think of all the Star Wars films, my favourite scene is probably the Hoth scene. Just love it. I've got a little Hoth scene sort of myself, and yeah, to be honest with you, I'm surprised I haven't bought quite a few packs, which I didn't. I've only actually got 2, but then again, I'm not made of money, so. But yeah, well, we all know that the other pack that I got, which is here, which is obviously the signed pack from Duck Bricks that I won in the competition.
Nice.
Not opening that one.
The thing is,
Yeah.
that, like,
No, that one's not going anywhere. Mine. That's yeah.
You don't see that many snow troopers on Hoth. They're few and far between. There only is maybe 6.
You've got a few in the base when they're going through the base and stuff, but you just got to imagine there's a lot more, haven't you? You just got to use your imagination.
No, that's right.
But just just really, I've always liked them, and I've always liked that scene. Just love that scene. With obviously, and going off on a slight tangent, I've had to decide, especially the other day when it all sold out in 10 minutes. I've just got to face it now that I will not be getting the UCS 8080. Never mind. I've got to let it go.
Well, we
why
can get it
why was I going to Chicago next year? Of course, it had to be this year that they decided to bloody retire it.
We can get it between us. We can get it between us, mate, and have a couple of, share it for a couple of weeks each.
We can have a leg each.
It's the ones that, like, I've always liked.
I mean, I've got the play set, so I'm happy.
No, the UCS 80.
I'm not really.
And it's like, I've always
I've got that one.
But the UCS one's been out now for 3 years, and it's like I've never felt the need to finance.
I've always wanted it, but it's just that big, £734. That's a lot to spend.
Yeah.
It's hard to justify. But like I said, if I wasn't going to Chicago, and obviously I got that, on that sale where they knocked nearly £200 off the other, especially as I'm getting a bonus at the end of this month, which is Friday. But it's gone. It's not. I'm not going to get it. That's it. Oh, Brick World Chicago. Well, but it's bringing it all the way back to England, isn't it? It's like.
No, it's what Stud is saying there. It's Brickell Chicago is.
Oh, over. Oh, it's great. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Now
I understand what he means. Yeah.
I was going to say one will be with you forever, but I suppose both of them will be, hopefully. But I got to draw this.
But I was going to say, if that was what I was thinking, you know what I'm looking for the Chicago, anyway, don't you? The Christmas X-wing. That's what I'm looking for.
You need to let that go as well, mate. It's not happening.
I don't know. Sean got one, didn't he? Sean got one.
You're going to be spending the price of at least a full price USA 8080 for that X-wing.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm building up the money for that.
You could probably part it out. You could part most of it out.
Oh, it's not the same, is it? I want the box.
Anyway, so I had to pull this comment out. Muggsy lad, what a legend. If this show has a million fans, then I'm one of them. If this show has 10 fans, then I am one of them. If this show has 1 fan, then that is me. If this show has no fans, it means I'm dead.
Do you know what? He's been the most consistent. I mean, fair play, Muggsy. I mean, he's not even into Lego, is he? So fair play. Do you know what?
He got his 3rd Lego set, and
Yeah.
He got the Minecraft crafting table, but a couple of weeks ago he told us on stream that he got the Art and Senna F1
Yes,
car.
he did. Yes, yeah,
His
yeah.
second Lego set.
So is he
And
getting the Is he getting the Nigel Mansell one then?
I'm not too sure. I think I've sent him a few, and he's a
Well,
F1
he'd be able to
fan,
answer me.
but I think his
Nah,
is a little too similar. But he got his second ever Lego set, the F1 set, and he just got up replacement wheels with the prints on them.
Well, if he's
And I'm
in
like,
F1, he might be buying quite a few next year then.
We'll see.
So,
Potential gift.
actually, was Studlake's in the chat? Cody, did you have any luck about the Girth figure?
And stuff like that. You're there. What's your top 3 battle packs?
Yeah, I was just about to say, guys, do you want to try and scroll through the chat? I know if you've been flashing them up on the if you've been flashing them up on the screen while I was in stream, the other thing, then obviously don't bother. But if
I have been, but here's one from Papa Rex that I missed.
Yeah, if we missed any,
so Elite Clones, Utapal,
and while
OG
you do that,
Firefest.
I'll line up the next thing because we've got a couple of call-ins to show you.
I think I've done most of them. All right, cool. Yeah, I think I've done most of them. To be honest with you, I've kept quite up to date with it. Bless you.
So this was our second mystery guest, and he did actually call me. Message me because I got his actual phone number. So he WhatsApped me and said that he can actually join while he's driving. So he asked me to. I hadn't sent him the link because obviously I didn't think he was going to be able to make it, and he explains why in this. But I didn't see the message, and he said I've got about 15 minutes, and I saw it about half an hour later, unfortunately, because I wasn't checking my phone. So sorry, our stiff, we missed you, mate. But we are going to play you a little video, so give us a sec, and I'll line that up now for the fans.
Yeah, why is it when I turn my cam off, Slurpy? I got your Palpatine thing on.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's weird.
it's because I think we all have it because we're all on.
Right, okay.
So
that's cool. I don't mind. I just thought it was.
Yeah.
Is
our stiff on full screen there?
Yes, he is.
Because obviously I can't see it. So
yeah, no, he is.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
And everyone else on the panel, hello. Sorry I couldn't be there live today, but I thought I'd still share what my top 3 picks are and why. I'm gonna start with 7655 from the very original.
So I'm just going to stop it there. Joel's, just so you know, mate, he's got a haircut and it looks amazing on him as well. Very similar. That's a nice, cool fringe, sticks out. Again, wish I had it. Jealous.
The one that started it all. Because without that, we wouldn't have what we have now. So we have to go back and just thank the great for doing it. But also, nothing hits different than like the cutout visor. That is just gold. Okay. And then right after that, it's going to be 8014, the Clone Walker Battle Pack. For me and many of us, that's what started us all in this big, great hobby that made it what it is now. You know, you got the 3 regs, but really 2, because you get like a little kit to make them in commanders and whatnot. And then you got the Gunner. Yes, I said Gunner, because Gunner is kind of a weird name. I'm going to say Gunner instead. It's my hot take. Then the very last one is going to be 7914, the original Mandalorian Battle Pack, because that one is just chef's kiss. If I could have any battle pack for the rest of my life, it'd be that one. Because they're all the same. It's a genuine army builder.
So you said the original.
That's my pick. And why?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I couldn't be there live.
Yeah,
There's just been
cool.
some unforeseen circumstances within the last 36 hours. And I'm exhausted. Yes, but we have about 202 days until the actual Brick World event.
God.
And they got about 190.
Ooh, it's 100 now.
7 days until Monday landing. Yes. Love you guys. Sorry, but I hope this works. Cool on. All right. Peace.
Whether it worked or not is still questionable, but
No, it did. He's such a nice bloke, isn't he? He's such a nice bloke.
He is. Christ, how do I get back?
Appreciate him for taking the time to send that in.
Yeah.
They were all OG ones too. knows where his
Yeah, I
bread's
did.
buttered.
All right, let me just try and see if I can find my way back to you guys. There you go. Okay, so we did actually have him in the. He is in here somewhere. See if we can skip all the way to him without. So Joel, look, mate, I appreciate that. Again, like I said, you're not a huge Star Wars fan, so a lot of this might be quite kind of boring for you. But I do appreciate that you kind of you stopped by, and
Yeah, no probs.
I can just see you kind of looking at.
Right, so
I could just kind of see you looking blankly and like, what are these guys talking about? So we've got one more video to go from a call in, and then we're going to do mine, and then we're going to probably close it out. But so here's our steps, top 3, as he said. So yeah, thanks, Ostif. Appreciate it, mate. Considering it was kind of short notice. Look, I won't say what Ostif's going through because I've spoken to him kind of privately. But put it this way: why the guy, how the guy is still kind of standing, and it wasn't kind of, made time to do that for the show was really appreciated. He's gone through quite a lot. I mean, as a show we all have, but he's been through the ringer a little bit. But what a guy! What a legend. And did anybody catch him on the ACOB show where they did the live by? He was out and about with a shirt and tie, and he was talking to people about Brickworld.
He said to the shop. He said like have a girthy day to the lady or something like that.
Talking to the lady and saying,
"He's thinking, oh my."
Oh, it was class.
God.
What a legend.
I respect
Sorry,
that.
guys.
Like,
Bursting
he's the
for a
last
week.
person I think that would. Oh, no worries. When he's like such confidence. Even that time he rang the Rennie or whatever.
Yeah.
On the ACOB.
Oh, what he did the other day when he said "I love you" or I love you or something. It was great.
Yeah. The Rennie is the Rennie.
The Rennie is the Rennie.
Rennie is the Rennie.
No, what a guy, legend. Again, sorry, Joel. Probably none of that means anything to you, but let's stick with it, mate. Oaktown. I don't know what's going on with Oaktown. Is he with us? Is
No,
he
I'm
not
here.
with
I'm
us?
good. I'm here.
Oh, okay.
So when are we doing yours, Courtland?
Wow, I
Come on.
kind of building up to mine because as soon as Sean went, all our viewers just went. and went with him. So,
let me quickly promote the stream.
Yeah, here we go.
It's too bad.
No, it's fine. Like we said, we don't do it for the, it's for the people who are here.
And we know that we get at least one person watching it on pre-play now. My cousin.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, replay.
I was.
Oh yeah, big shout out to David.
Oh yeah, I'm not too loud.
So you want to do a shout out
to David.
Unless he does.
And while we're doing that, any other shout outs, let me know. But happy Thanksgiving to our fellows over in the US, which we've had quite a few of them through today. I was meant to say happy Thanksgiving to all of them, but I guess I'll just say it to Oaktown and he can spread the word. But yeah. So I meant to ask everybody if they're Crocs fans as well, but completely forgotten.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I didn't use any of these banners. Complete waste of time doing them, but it didn't take me long. And now, in case you missed it, Martin Slurpy's got the access as well, so should make things a bit easier for us. But
no, I know. Yeah, because a couple of times we were trying to do things at the same time, I think.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
It happened. Hey, that's okay.
Yeah,
we should maybe do it like next week you do it, next week week after we should play around.
I just thought it was quite funny, really.
So what we'll do is
since I flipped down and then you flipped up.
Yeah, it makes it more natural, doesn't it? Yeah.
Rather than me go backwards through the stream again, we'll play Fit Lego Guys next because he's next on the presentation, and then obviously we can go backwards. So I'll share this. So again, one of our previous guests on the show. Such a great guy, such a nice guy, really involved with the community as best as he can. Unfortunately, he was busy with work and couldn't make it, but he was in the chat at one point. So I did reach out to him and say, look, if you want to join, it's not too late. But unfortunately, he didn't. I think he's a bit busy, so fair play to him. So he's phoned this one in. The other thing I'll say before I forget is that Martin, when we went live, both Martins, Whittakeys, and Oaktowns, you weren't in that presentation because I hadn't had your top 3. I messaged down. So this isn't, I think you guys know this because I kind of said it at the time, but just to let the viewers know that I messaged down to Kirsty downstairs quickly while you guys were talking and whatever. This is Martins, this is Oaktowns. And she got the presentation, got it up and done on the presentation. Within minutes,
deadly.
So.
In my defense, I only got it just as I got home from work. So
Yeah. Cool, Han. The reason why I didn't give it to you before is because I thought that we were just going to say it live and it wasn't going to be like a presentation.
Yeah,
so a little bit of confusion there.
There was, yeah, because I think initially that was what I was going to do. But then when I thought about from a visual point of view, nobody wants to tune in really and see like a bunch of people's faces looking back at them. It's nice to have something on the screen. At least I know that's what helps me when I go tune into streams. So yeah, so I just thought let's get something visual. But what I forgot to do is go back to everybody and say, like, you need to send them in. But it is what it is. So we got it worked anyway. So thanks to Kirsty. So let's listen to Fit Lego guy, see what he's got to say about his top 3.
Okay, my top 3 battle packs. I gotta go with the Arc Trooper and versus Commander as number 3. I think it's one of the better battle packs. I mean, not like battle packs haven't been great, but I do think that one, you know, the only second time we've had an Arc Trooper, and just that Arc Trooper, which was unnamed at the time. And then you have the Rancor Battalion, Arc Trooper, the 2 Commando droids, and a fun little AV7 cannon. The build wasn't like anything great. I think at the same time we also had the big AV7 cannon set for like $40 with the 2 Wolfpack, or short being around that time. But that set was pretty good for the $15 battle pack price at the time. Coming in at number 2, I gotta put one of the newer ones, which is the 75. I think it's 392. What came out January 1st with the 3 regular normie with the helmet holes and the shock trooper, as well as the return of super battle droids, a tri-droid. Speeder Rack, just kind of imagining, basically a reimagining of the 2 original battle packs that released in 2005. And what I really like about it is just, bringing back the super battle droids and having like this big kind of deluxe battle pack for $30 really isn't a bad choice. And the tri-droid that came with it isn't a bad tri-droid. I really like it, and I was okay having an army of those as well, and then throwing in a couple regular normie battle droids too. Like really kind of giving us something separatist that we haven't gotten in a couple of years, and really likely needs to do more of that. And coming in at number 1, I have to go with the 501st. It was campaigned for by M&R, and the community surrounded around it. This was a set for the community. And getting it at $30, I mean, even on sale, it was running sales for like as low as $20 quite often. I think it was really good. It was the newer style of helmet before they added the helmet holes. I think the 501st Troopers look really good there. You got a few battle droids in there. The speeder and AT-RT are oversized and kind of big, but they aren't bad. And if you bought multiples, there was a lot of creativity that was happening, and making your own builds with these was really fun. And so that's kind of why that is number 1.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
I was trying to work out what set looked like he had a Lego set on his unit in the background.
Yeah.
I couldn't work out what it was. It looked like maybe it was a Harry Potter set, but I couldn't work it out. But yeah, look, from another guy who works in retail and in retail management at this time of year, think that was the reason why he couldn't come on because of work, and obviously, particularly for the Americans in Thanksgiving, it's kind of like a Christmas before Christmas. So he's obviously fair play to him up to his eyeballs. So yeah, appreciate Fit Lego Guy taking the time to do that little presentation for us, which is fantastic. So we officially got everybody on except for, unfortunately, Brick Sam, because he couldn't make it last minute. But we're getting back. We're getting back, and let's check out. So let's do a visual for Fit Lego Guy since he's here. So we got. I'm really surprised that not more people voted for this. His number 3, because I think he's only the second time it popped up. So yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know why I didn't pick it myself. There you go. Is there a quicker way to get back to the beginning? It's not. So what's your plans for Thanksgiving, Oaktown?
Just hanging out with family. Yeah. Eat some yummy food. Spend time together.
Is it like not so much from yourself, but I think I spoke to PNG, Sean, and maybe one other from the US. Maybe it was Josh, a Fit Lego Guy. And they were just, when originally the date was Monday, they came back with, it's going to be a struggle because it's Thanksgiving. And I was like, I thought Thanksgiving was Thursday. And they're like, yeah, but we celebrate all week. So so is that a thing? Is Thanksgiving like a week-long celebration?
Not precisely. I mean, with schools, they do get the whole week off. Like grade schools.
Right.
College, not really. Only Thursday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday. But I think most people only get Thursday and Friday and some people Wednesday off. So yeah, I don't know if yeah. So some people, I guess, the whole week. Some people only 2 or 3 days. It varies, though.
Just asking, Oaktown, is it like did you have like a roast turkey meal and you give presents and things like that? And
presents? No presents.
No, because I was going to say it sounds very much like a Christmas day to me, but but you don't give no presents, right? So it's just
you don't get presents.
What? I don't know.
But is it a holiday? It's like a national holiday, though, is it? You have the day off.
Yes. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a very important day. Like for I don't know, like just as a holiday. It's recognized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've never been in the States at that time of year. I've been pretty much every other time of year, but I don't think I've ever been in the States, so I've never really experienced it as such. But obviously heard lots about it, and I know it's it's quite a big thing. But do you guys celebrate like New Year? Are you guys really big into New Year's? Because I feel like we celebrate New Year's bigger here than perhaps the Americans do.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys celebrate New Year's over there. So
yeah, quite big.
It is quite big. I mean,
even bigger in Scotland.
I'd say overall, like if like let's say I guess of importance, and people and days that people have off, I'd say Thanksgiving is probably the day that the most people in the entire country have off. So yeah, it's a really big
Christmas.
deal. Christmas would be number 2, I think. Thanksgiving probably more than Christmas. Yeah, I don't know. It's a toss-up between those two, and New Year's would probably be number 3.
What about Halloween?
Well, actually, Independence Day as well is also up there.
Well, no, you say like I've been over in the States for Christmas, and it's big, but it's not like it's not big. Us,
Yeah.
And Independence Day, is that also a national holiday? Do you have the day off for that?
Yes. So I'd say the main national holidays are, I believe, Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Independence Day, which is the 4th of July, and Memorial Day, which is the last Monday in May, and then also another big one is Labor Day, which is the first Monday of September, and then another.
Anything for Easter?
Easter, not as much. No.
No, we do. Yeah, we do. We get a couple.
What
Like,
about
no,
Halloween?
Easter is celebrated,
Pretty
but like
close.
I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that's a national holiday.
No.
Yeah, Joel's saying Halloween, and I've got Halloween. I have
No,
experienced in America, and I
Halloween
was
is
blown
not.
away.
Yeah, it's not a national holiday, is it? It's just
No.
just a fun day.
No, but
Yeah.
But to answer your question, Joel, they do. I mean, I think it's just an American thing in general, and I am kind of generalizing here, but I think I mentioned in the stream before, but we were out in there when I was quite young, and Halloween existed over here, but it wasn't as big as it is now. But I went to there, and it was like everybody's trash bags were orange with like black pumpkin faces on. Every shop you went in had sweets on the counter for people to take, and I was just like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah.
It's just like a million-fold above the norm for me, and that was in the mid-90s. And you're just thinking, Christ! So it was just. I think it's just an American thing to just do everything to the nth degree, But and that's not a knock because I enjoy their celebrations. But yeah, they do seem to have quite a lot of them. And then, like, when working in retail, the store I work for literally closes one day a year, Christmas Day. Every other day we're trading. That's not to say I'm working every day, but we trade every other day of the year. And we're not even a big.
So over here, it's called like bank holidays. We call them over here, and yeah, we do have Christmas Day and then Boxing Day the next day. Don't ask me why it's called Boxing Day.
Yeah, Americans don't really do Boxing Day.
Right.
I think that's the people that really celebrate Boxing Day are Canadians, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. But yeah, apart from a pub at lunchtime, Christmas Day, everything shuts. Well, maybe some corner shops might open, but
yeah.
Well, there we go, guys. Sorry, go on.
No, I just wanted to know. I was quite.
Yeah, I guess just really quickly, Veterans Day is also pretty important. Not as important as the other ones that I previously mentioned. And Veterans Day is November 11th. And then another one is President's Day. Again, not considered as important, but that's what day is that? That's February. I want to say 3rd Monday of February, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah.
Jesus. Do you guys ever get any work done? You're just on holiday all the time.
Yeah.
We have about 8 bank holidays, don't we? I think something like that. So
yeah. Well, yeah.
We've had a few extra the last couple of years because of the coronation and the death of the Queen, but normally it's 8.
Yeah. Because we used to have the Queen's birthday off, didn't we? But anyway, yeah. So we digress.
Yeah, let's get to yours. Come on.
A whistle-stop tour of the history of holidays in America versus the UK. So, okay. So, Battle of the Battle Packs. I put myself.
Because I want to talk about your third one. I know what his third one is.
Yeah, it was easy to get back to, basically. So, there's a reason.
Is that
for
a
this.
battle pack?
It is a battle pack.
Hell yeah.
Nostalgia goggles. Nostalgia goggles for me for one reason, and it's because this was the first set that got me back into Star Wars. Because I didn't buy my first set. Somebody bought this for me. I believe it was my daughter.
That's a very good reason.
Nice.
By proxy of my my fiance, so she would have bought it for her. Because at this point, my daughter would have been very, very young. So it was kind of like Christmas or birthday present, or maybe even a Father's Day present. And it was like, because I like to build things. I had a history with Lego, but not really with Lego Star Wars. Certainly not since I've been, known them kind of thing. But they were just, bought this for me. It's just a kind of like a little extra side gift. And I sat and built it and thought, and it just took me back to when I was a kid. And I thought, I actually enjoyed this. And then this was around about the time the Force Awakens sets were coming out. And I kind of dabbled in a few of those. But no, I always liked the Tusken Raiders, always a big fan of the Jawas. And obviously get a droid in here as well. And it's a nice little build. It's not really canon as such because you'd never see the kind of Tusken Raiders and Jawas meet. And that crane thing you don't really see appear. But it may have appeared in The Mandalorian perhaps. But otherwise, for me, it was just like, I don't know, this was my gateway into Star Wars. Because I never really had a dark age, if you like, because certainly not for Lego Star Wars, because I never had it. But this got me back into sort of adult. This was my gateway to the A4 community, anyway.
I'd say mine. I did buy this. I think it retired, but I bought it because obviously I had the Cantina and I wanted to build up with more Jawas, and so that's why I bought it. And then obviously I've got the little Tuscan Raider camp with the Mandalorian bike. So I've added, and you've got a few from the calendar. So I've got about 6 or 7 Tuscan Raiders. So it looks more like a proper camp. So yeah, that's why I bought it. Not really because of for battle building, but yeah, just for some extra Jawas and just to me, it's one of those same in that category. A 1x set. Nice little set.
Mm-hmm.
For on its own. Ooh,
So,
what's this one?
Oh wow!
So there's a couple of reasons I put that on there. The first one is because I don't actually own this set. I have every set from the Solo wave and every set from the Rogue One wave.
Oh, cool.
Now I was disappointed because I actually enjoyed both those movies. Rogue One more is my top film. Solo is in the top 5, but I'd say it's maybe 4th. But I really enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed all the sets. It was a strong wave on both counts. I missed this one because it was the cheapest, smallest set. I kind of left it till last, and then, literally left it till last and left it too late because, it just became unavailable. But I always like those stormtroopers. They only briefly appear when they get crashed. When Solo's in that kind of original chase with Moloch and his speeder. It's got you can't really see him in that picture because there's an Imperial Guard there as well. But the reason I like those stormtroopers back then and now is because, I don't know if you guys can see this. So this is a piece of original artwork. So this is print 133 of 2,500. It's hand signed by Ralph McQuarrie. It has the original scene that it was based on, a holographic seal, and it's got a film. The actual piece of film from the movie. So this was the film that was original. So this is actually. Wait a sec.
You're up. You're full screen.
Okay. So.
Cool. Oh hell yeah!
You can't. This is I don't know if you can see it. You can see a little nubbin sticking out the bottom there. There's a button there, and you press this, and this is supposed to light up. But unfortunately, when it was in storage, I hadn't taken the batteries out. The area where the batteries belong is kind of a bit manky, so I need to get that swapped out. But this is an original film cell in here, and it's the shot of, in the cantina where you see that kind of wolf character, which is he's going to appear again in Skeleton Crew. He's got red eyes. So when this lights up, you just see that scene. And this is the actual film cell from the original movie. This was created in 1995, and I think I bought it the following year, and I paid £30 for this. And
who's Ralph McQuarrie again?
He's a concept artist for.
He's the guy who came up with all the original concept art. And if the main point I put him in here is because, can you see that?
Oh yeah,
he's a legend.
So the original concept art of a stormtrooper is the one they ended up using for that scout trooper in Solo. They did a little bit of that, didn't they? They went back and sort of honoured some of the older pictures and visuals. So this is probably my most prized possession. It's probably been in storage for.
Obviously reprints, but I've got quite a lot of his. Yeah, the Quarry one.
This is coming up to 30 years old, and it is probably in storage for 25 of those years. So it's in really good condition. But yeah, considering I spent 30 quid on this, which was a lot of money back in the mid-90s, I suppose, but was something that we didn't know we were ever going to see again in the cinemas at that point. But yeah, really, it's like own a piece of history. But yeah, no, it's so that's the reason why I like those Scout Troopers, and I'm gutted that I never got a chance to. I'll probably never get one sealed now, not without spending stupid money. Although it is a battle pack, so it wouldn't be stupid money, but. And it wasn't particularly sought after. But I think I've seen these. I think I've seen these sealed for about 40 quid-ish, something like that. It does seem a lot. I don't know the set number off the top of my head. I got it written down here somewhere. Set number is.
You get them for £32. I have it 32 on eBay.
Yeah, is that sealed though? Yeah.
It's sealed.
Yeah, well, there you go. If my fiance is watching, she's looking for stocking filler ideas for me. This is been on my list for since before Solo came out. So what's that now? 7 years?
Yeah, but
so
you can get 25
And
first
that,
pound.
that would
go for.
that would complete my collection of the solo wave, which is probably my second favorite wave next to Rogue One. So that's that. And then my number one. Whoops, wrong direction. My number one was this.
Oh wow!
This is such
That's
a
bold.
slept-on thing, and I've never played this game from Star Wars Battlefront 2. Is it?
Yeah,
Oaktown?
the new one.
Probably. Yeah. No, it is. Yeah,
It
it
is.
is.
Now,
This is from
the
the
reason
campaign.
I like this. Yeah, I've never played the game. Not
Me
at
neither.
that point, certainly, but even now, not really particularly interested in Star Wars computer games. But the little ship I thought was cool. I remember walking through and seeing this in Argos when there was a shop around the corner from where I worked. I'm thinking, I think it was like £12 or something like that. And I thought, Christ, that's pretty good for what you're getting. And I don't think I even really knew what a battle pack was then, because I'd just gotten back into Lego, kind of. But just seeing that kind of female lead character, who I believe is in the game or whatever, and then those black stormtroopers. I always liked the Shadow Trooper. The one that you picked, Martin, the 20th anniversary set, which had the Shadow Trooper in.
Yeah.
So these are kind of similar to that, only they got kind of red features. And yeah, I just sort of fell in love with it. So, you know, as soon as I was looking through the list of battle packs, I was like, oh yeah, that brings back.
That's why that one was in the list and not the new one, because of the Shadow Trooper.
Yeah, they did us dirty by leaving that out. But
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But no, I just like these black troopers. I think they're really cool, and now I see this. This needs to be my next Fig Friday. I started doing a Fig Friday thing on Instagram. I did 1 week, and then the following week I was ill, and then Friday gone I was ill, too ill to just dig out a figure and take a photo. So that fell apart soon, really quickly. But yeah, so that's it, guys.
There's been some good picks tonight.
Yeah. There's a.
I mean, obviously, you can tell sometimes who the Clone Boys are, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
But then again, I can't say anything. I was very biased for mine because mine was all basically OT, well, apart from the Mandalorian.
I was very, very close to putting in the original Imperial dropship. You know, the free stormtroopers in the Shadow, because I loved that set as a kid. But I thought there's better ones.
Where is he?
So I just referenced this question.
Oh hell yeah!
Cool, and
There he
Luke.
is.
Thanksgiving is a time to gather with gratitude. I'm grateful for the Lego content creators like you guys, I guess, and today's guest. So yeah, amazing.
Aw, thank you, Papa.
Show us that.
No, thank you.
And this one from Papa Rex. I get paid holidays as well, mate. But I was chatting to my brother a while back, and he was saying that he works in a job which they kind of close for Christmas. And as great as that's, I mean, less so now, but years ago I used to say to myself, well, do I really need like 2 weeks forced leave off for Christmas? I mean, I get more, at that point, I got more holidays than him. I got about 8 weeks of holidays a year, 8.5 weeks, I believe, because I'd working for the company for 20 years. And it was like, I was on the maximum amount of holidays you could get paid. But they didn't force you to take any. So I would have like 8 weeks off during the year. But yeah, annoyingly, I'd only have a couple of days off for Christmas. But now, as I'm getting sort of, you know, a little bit older and family and stuff like that, I'm starting to think to myself, right, now I need to, you know, now I'm sort of kind of wishing I was in one of those. But again, I still wouldn't want to take 2 weeks off and use 2 weeks of my holiday, and then that'll leave me with sort of 5 weeks off throughout the year. Still thankful that I can have 7-8 weeks off throughout the year. So I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence with these kind of
swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, where I work off, we have a mandatory week off in the summer and of about a week and a bit at Christmas. But if I use all my holidays up, I don't get paid for either of them, which is like okay, but I'm off anyway.
I mean, obviously, the job that I do, even with bank holidays, it's open every single day because obviously we look after children in care. So, but yeah, if we work a bank holiday, though, we get like double time and another day off in lieu. So yeah, it's not bad.
Happy days.
So yeah, a message to you, Joel and Oaktown. Pick wisely now, because whatever you decide, you'll wish you chose the other. But yeah, but there you go. It is what it is. But look, guys.
Oh, I missed that. Case and labels have been ordered. Oh, sorry, I missed that from Cody. He's saying about cases and labels have been ordered. We have the collector's number 1. Oh, right. So he looks like he might got me one then. Ah, cool.
What's he saying? What was the...
Cases and labels have been ordered. We have the collector's ultimate collector's versions numbered to 130. Once those arrive, I'm ready to ship. So maybe.
Yeah, because I don't think he understand what you were asking. He's just basically saying they're on.
Oh, right. Well, because he did, I did obviously text him and stuff, and he did say, he knew the situation because I think Sean said that he was going to try and set me back one, and I needed to get a hold of Cody. So, okay, perhaps I read that wrong then, but I thought, well, let's see whether I do or don't. Is one of those things.
Well, like I said, I've ordered 2 anyway. I don't really need 2 lots of the figures. I only ordered 2 because I wanted to earn that card, and because I think one came with a different case to the other. But I don't know.
Right.
I'm not picking mine up till I get there anyway, so we'll have a look.
Oh look, we'll send you an invoice soon, Whittaker. I've got you marked down. Hey, thank you.
Ah, right, okay, so he does get it. Yeah.
Thank you, Cody.
Studlick, I know the answer is no, but you don't have any more Gurf Troopers lying about.
Oh, look what I've started. Sorry, Cody.
Yeah, sorry. I was asleep in that stream. And the day after.
They sold out quickly, didn't they?
Yeah, they flew out. Absolutely flew. I'm pretty sure they sold out while they were on stream, if I remember rightly. But it's exciting times because they did say, it literally says in the invoice thing, kind of left open. Because I had inquired about it just before that became a thing. And then all of a sudden it was like, yeah, for anybody who wants to kind of pick up. Or it wasn't just for people who want to pick up, but people who want to keep their order open for further releases. So apparently they're doing something again in January and maybe every sort of 3 months. So rather than pay multiple shipping costs, you could wait. Even if you're not going to Brickworld, you could wait till say June when they've done 2 or 3 other drops, put them all on, bang them all in one. So I think that was the point, especially because it's such a small item. So,
yeah, put that for you.
Oh hell yeah! I'll hit you up on the Discord. Thank
I
you.
just want to say, since I've been into Lego, I have to say, just the community is just fantastic. I mean, already Padawan offered me one. You did. Stud Lake's done that. It's just honestly, the Lego community is just great.
Yeah, but
it's one of the main reasons why I absolutely love this now. I'm looking forward to meeting people, and just I've never known such a community like this. It's just so much love, and I'm not going to start crying, but so much love.
No, that's good, mate. No, you're dead right. You're dead right. Absolutely. And obviously, these things are these kind of drops by the Boxer Boys, ACOB or whatever, have only kind of come about from sort of people looking after each other. And what I will say is, essentially, it's not a battle pack, but it is a battle pack is a Boxer Boys, right?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Right.
Boys in.
Right. When they were mentioning it in a couple of goes on on ACOB, I actually did write down. I said, "Well, my favourite is that." Taking the mic, but yeah. No, that would have been quite funny. Yeah.
I wouldn't say this is the first release from ACOB because they'd had them clothing merch before this, but this is signed by Sean, Brent, and it's even signed by Tyler, and Stud Lake himself has signed this. Although I can't see his signature.
I will be taking my box there for them to sign.
Wait, I thought Stud had signed this for me, but I can't see his signature on here. Stud Lake, I thought you signed this. Yes, he did. Oh, he used a different pen, so his is in sort of black here, but you probably can't see on the camera. Yeah, I
barely see it, yeah, but it's there. It's there.
But that is my kind of honorary mention.
Yeah.
Boxer Boys, which is another name for a battle pack. So that's in there.
Well, 1 month I had the Boxer Boys, wasn't
it? Yeah. So another quick plug I'll do while we're talking about merch. Joel, you got your own merch.
Oh, yeah.
So do you want to give it a quick plug, mate? You'll do more.
Yeah,
service
might as
now.
well. So these are not. I've been using it. It's trying to get it look right. I've just got it open on my desk. Yeah, this smart plan notebook. Joel's Bricks Art Shop. There's just 3 planning out mocks. Hold on. I'll try and find the recent one planned out.
Oh, you done it.
Yeah. So this is useful for like planning out mocks and stuff. So you can put like the name, color palette, figures, techniques, dimensions, and then like do like a rough sketch of it.
Hell yeah.
So yeah. This is one for an upcoming video, but yeah.
Nice. So we've had a sneak peek as well.
Yeah, it should hopefully be out Tuesday, but yeah. Joel's Bricks Art Shop. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say.
So, because you sell those mock planners, how much do they go for? Well, I've checked them out.
I think I got them on sale.
Oh, excuse me.
I think they're normally $8.99, but I've got them on sale at the moment.
Right. Is the discount code still live, or is that finished?
Joel 10, yeah, that should still be live, yeah.
There you go, guys. So if you want to get into mock planning, and Joel is probably the only one of us who's kind of like an avid mocker, and I say that I know Oaktown does mocks as well before he cuts me off, but Joel is quite into his kind of displaying and getting out there with whereas Oaktown, I think, how are we getting on with that huge Ninjago mock, mate?
It's going well overall.
How many pieces have you added since last time I asked?
I'm not sure.
It sounds like he's building it now.
No, I'm building something else.
Hey mate, I've been working on the same mock for about 4 years. In fact, I keep talking about this, and I'm actually going to show it to you because I do enough talking.
I'm old. I need instructions. I can't do mocks.
So I'm less of a mock builder, I'm more of a challenge builder. So building a bag, I like to do that kind of thing. Build another set from another set, and what else? And just kind of, I like to dump out all my bags. So the Millennium Falcon that came out, the Force Awakens Millennium Falcon, it came out. I bought that secondhand. Wasn't particularly fussed about it. I did build it, but wasn't hugely into it. And so I decided I was going to do a project. So I used to, not so much now, but read quite a lot of graphic novels, Star Wars graphic novels and books. And there's a graphic novel I particularly loved, where IG-88, the assassin droid,
right?
So there's a book where he kind of effectively steals a ship and makes it his own. I don't know how long in canon he has this ship. So I decided I was going to try and build it. So here it is. I haven't finished it yet, but
wow.
So
build what?
You can see the profile of the ship is pretty much spot on because it's got the exact same cockpit as the Millennium Falcon, and obviously it's got this piece that comes down the side, and it's got like this kind of vent thing on the back, which is actually bigger on the set, but I didn't have enough pieces, so I did my best I could. And then it's got the interior is the only bit I'm working on at the moment, so these plates come off the top.
So it's his ship in Star Wars?
Yeah, well, he actually has multiple ships, but obviously, so there is an interior split into sort of two parts. It does show some of the interior in the book as well, so I've kind of covered what I can. There's like a medical bench, and then the kind of ship has got this kind of weird bit that comes down like this, and then it's got these two sort of flaps that come down like that, so it kind of stands, and then there's supposed to be, which is the bit I'm working on at the moment, or I was working on, a landing ramp that comes down the middle, which at the moment is attached to the roof. But yeah, so I started that. Yeah, I think about 3-4 years ago, and I haven't done much work on it since, unfortunately. But if I was to show you the pictures of, what it is I'm using as my frame of reference, I'm actually, I don't say this about my own stuff very often, but I'm actually surprised that I managed to get it to look so accurate.
Yeah,
but I
I've never
can't
seen
do
that
that now.
shit.
I just noticed Barry White underneath. Has that been there all night?
This is my voice earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know, but it's because you were small. Yeah, it's something you might be interested in. That Studlake's just sent. There you are. Oh, can you read it when I put them up? That box, that might be the only one with those 4 signatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep that then, mate.
Think of the resale value.
Now, what I'm going to do, guys, is because I'm really passionate now about justifying my cause here. Give me a second. Let me share screen this. Give me a sec. Quick share. Yeah, we'll do this and then we'll say goodbye because we did manage to catch up on time. Considering we broke out into a few extra conversations here and there. But
it's been a very long day for me, so yeah.
Yeah, it's time to, and I can feel my voice slowly struggling again now after it felt like it'd gotten better.
But thanks for organising this, Ryan. It's been a really good night. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I feel like it went. I think it went really well, considering.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see if I can get these pictures to come up for you guys, and then we'll shoot off. Scanning nearby.
While you're doing that, is there anyone else here as excited as me to watch the Skeleton Crew?
Yeah.
I've really got it. The more I've seen of it, the more I'm like, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I hope it's a good old, just an adventure romp, a good old, yeah.
I honestly
bit of fun.
Cool.
Sorry, what was that, Joel?
Is it bad that I've not heard of that before?
Oh no, it's Star Wars. So if you're not into,
right.
it's on the new, it's Disney Plus. It's a new it's like a new series, spin-off series. It's got Jude Law in it, and basically, just to sum it up, to me, it's like the Goonies in space. If you know what the Goonies is.
I have no clue what Goonies are.
Right, okay. Well, look it up and watch it. Goonies,
Yes,
great
watch
film.
the Goonies. Watch the Goonies. Yes.
It's Goonies is a fucking.
It's got God, what's his name? Bloody
Josh Brolin.
Oh God, yeah, that's it. Thank you. A young Josh Brolin in it.
He was like 16 or something in that film. He was like really young.
Yeah.
He plays the older brother.
The older brother, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, one of my goals going into next year is I want to start watching more like TV and just film in general, since I'm just so uncultured.
Well, Goonies. What's the Goonies?
Yes.
It's a Spielberg, very old sort of, in the 80s. Great.
Oh, was it Steven Spielberg? I forgot about that.
Is Richard Donner, I think, that directed it, and Spielberg.
Well, yeah, but it's Spielberg production. Yeah, sorry, I know what I meant. But Amelin, anyway. So
yeah. But it is one of those things that,
and also watch ET then as well.
Oh, I've actually watched ET. I have a DVD for it. I think I actually built a Lego mock for it. I'll see if I can find it.
I was watching an interview with the kids, and they got them to watch Stand By Me as well. I was like, "Oh, that's a bit."
That's another great movie.
That's one of
it's
my
a great film, but it's not what I call a kids film.
No.
Really? Why not?
I think it's quite.
It's not a kids film.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of the adult themes in there with the sort of suicide and stuff.
Written by Stephen King, for one thing.
Yeah. No, it's top 10 film.
It's again. It's like they said. It's like it's got kids in it, but it doesn't really mean it's a kids movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a great, yeah.
Ah, yes.
Nice.
Got it. Cool.
So you can see the landing ramp.
Yeah.
And then there's IG-88 with the sort of thingy. You see it flying through space.
Cool.
That picture though, with this flying through space, does remind me as if it's flying through the one of the original sequences of Doctor Who titles.
Yeah, it is a bit like that, isn't it? Yeah, you can see like kind of the sort of stand here where it's kind of landed.
Nice. So that's where it's from then, yeah? Right,
and then
cool.
he's going. Yeah, you can just kind of see it in the distance there, look. So I've just used those pictures as a kind of frame of reference, but yeah.
So maybe you can
many
show us
months
you can show us the finish of it on episode 100.
Yeah. Possibly. And I also started building the Republic frigate on a live stream. It was the first time I did a live build, and I haven't touched it since. So wait there, it's quite a girthy boy actually.
Yeah. So Papa Rex is still with us. Yep. Thumbs up for Space Goonies. Star Wars needs a win. Yeah, even though I've still quite enjoyed most of the Star Wars stuff. Oh, that's
Is that the one with the wolf pack
girthy,
trippers?
but it's only about halfway through, so the engines will come out a little bit as well.
I like the back of that.
It's quite a big boy.
That's what they all say.
But believe it or not, I bought this second hand in a bin with about 5 or 6 other sets for about 50 quid. So
£50.
50 quid, and I think I did have to order some parts to sort of complete it. There was bits and pieces missing, but it had 4 of them 5 figures in there as well.
Oh, cool.
So,
Which one was it missing then?
it was missing the I can never remember his name. Is it Heath Koff or the other guy who looks very similar to him?
Yeah, East Coast, yeah.
Quinlan Voss was in there. Yoda was in there, but his head was damaged. But I have that figure from another set anyway, so I wasn't that bothered.
And you got both the 2 wolf packs.
Yeah, the wolf pack was in there, and he was fine. I think he had a crack on one of his arms, which I could easily replace. And Commander Wolf was in there, but his head was the wrong head print. So I need to replace
That won't
his
matter.
head if I'm ever going to take the helmet off. But for what I paid for it, I mean, I'm more of a build person than I am figures, so they'll probably stay in the bag. But yeah, anyway, so that if you look around my room, I've got about 50 projects on half for Lego. Just great at starting things, terrible at finishing them. So, but there you go. But look, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Joel, a special shout out to you, mate, because I know you were out of your comfort zone here with Star Wars. But obviously,
He still fits in well.
Yeah, absolutely. I just come to the fact you were kind of like
He made my night, the Monkey Battle Pack. Honestly,
Of course.
And I was expecting a few people to go a little bit outside the box like that, but he was the only one to do it. So fair play to him. So, but no, appreciate you being here, Oaktown, as always, mate. Staple of the community, staple of this chat.
Thank you for inviting me always.
But thanks for coming back and for riding out a little bit longer. I know you came on a little bit later than we'd hoped, but you rode it out to the end. So, and then obviously my illustrious co-hosts, as always, thank you. I appreciate your time.
Yeah,
and all the planning that went into
it. Yeah, thank you, Kirsty.
Absolutely, thank you, Kirsty. Yeah, but also thank you, Phil Hans, for getting it all sorted.
Yeah, thank you, Cole.
They're very enjoyable.
Well, at the end of the day, we wouldn't be here if you didn't start it all off. So, thank you.
And it was quite encouraging to hear Sean talking about how he is like, he had like 6 viewers on their second chat, and it's kind of progressed from there. So, again, we don't do it for that reason, but it's nice to know that there is a potential.
Yeah, I mean, like so far, like considering you're on like episode 10, you had like 12 or something like viewers earlier. Like that is very impressive for like your 10th episode. I used to do a lot of like weekly streams, like on some of the channels.
At one point, I think we went up to 14.
Yeah,
I think.
on, like, the right.
Yeah. Was it 17 maybe? No.
Oh, 17 was it?
No, I counted it. At our maximum, we were on like 21.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
At one point,
that's better than like a lot of my old streams. I used to like have like a proper like talk show.
Oh, thank you, Papa Rex, as well.
But, that's crazy.
No, I think you're right.
I'll put a number 1 fan up there. Look, there you go. Number 1 fan.
Hell yeah! Thank you, Muggsy, for reading it out as always. He's my
yeah, thank you, Muggsy.
I've gone on to quite a few live not live, sorry. I've got quite a few live chats for channels that have got like 1, 2, 3, 4 or more K, and there's still only been like 5 or 6 people in the chat because sometimes just do with timing. But to think that we have got might be a small band of people, but a committed band of people, I think that counts for a lot more. So
I think when I started watching ACOB, it was I mean, it wasn't. It was still quite small, maybe a couple of hundred, maybe, but now, and so I've watched it grow through the the years and stuff. So hopefully, this might happen here. Never know.
We'll see. But no, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And only just realised that we haven't had the music playing in the background for quite a while. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's 10 to 11. So,
but yeah, I'm gonna play us out. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time. And see you on the next one.
Right.
Yeah.
Take care.
Just to say really quickly, check me out on Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. Definitely. So yeah, all Oaktown Bricks username on all 4 platforms. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the same goes for all our guests today. Check them all out if you haven't already. Their names are scrolling across the bottom.
Joel, where can we check you out though?
Mainly just YouTube. I have like a lot of socials, but I'm just mainly active on YouTube. So yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate it, and yeah, go and check them out. Keep the community growing.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh my God, it's the song.
I can't hear the song.
You hear it now?
No.
It does that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just you, mate. Everyone else can hear it. Good night, everybody.
All right, take care, everyone.
Thank you all so much.
Yeah, goodbye.
Night.
Thank you, Bugsy.
Bugsy lad.
Goodbye.